before. I started going live and the screen was completely black. So I don't know what was going on there. So welcome, people. Welcome to the live. Let's get this camera set up better, shall we? Ooh, it seems to be a little bit... Christ. It seems to be a little bit too... Let's jig it a little, shall we? Let's jig it a little. Ooh, that's better. Ooh, look at that. I don't know why, but I haven't figured out. For some reason, it's doing it backwards now. It's not done that before, but you're seeing it backwards, either on live or on playback, which is weird. So I don't understand what's going on. But anyway, I'll figure that bit out at some point. Let me see, is there a way of doing it here? It doesn't give me an option to... Gives me an option to turn the camera around. That's no good. It's no good, is it? Hello. Hello. Welcome to Friday Night Vinyl Talk with me, Tim Man. Yeah, this is an absolute rush to get. I'm not going to lie, right? I literally finished work at 9:30 and I raced home and I set everything up there quick. So, yeah, we're here. Now, does it sound okay? That's the first thing I need to know. How are we sounding? Are we sounding good? Let me know in the comments how it sounds. So, if it's all good, then I will crack open a beer. But not until I know it's good. We'll go that far anyway. So, everything's set up anyway. Mic's set up. Let's put that over there. There you go. Yeah, cool, man. I haven't even had a chance to write a description for this. I've literally just been so busy. It's just been absolutely wild. So, but yeah, it's all good. We're here. It's only 2 minutes in. Wow. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Friday Night Live Vinyl Talk. We're going to be talking for about an hour or so. Talking about stuff, talking about records, talking about things I've seen. A couple of records that have come in I want to show you, I want to talk about. Topics for discussion tonight. I want to talk about, obviously, about Alien Earth because it's just come out. I want to discuss Alien Romulus because I've got a release I want to show you. And I've seen The Exorcist Believer, and I want to talk about that. But first things first, let me know, does everything sound okay? It's the usual live thing. Do I sound okay? But does it sound okay? Let me know in the comments. If you would, that would be grand if you did. Hello, those people. And thank you for the thumbs up. Always appreciated. Here's a thumbs up back. Very good. Now, if you were on last week's live stream, then you will have seen the crazy goings on with the ring light. So I've positioned it so you can see the ring light right there in the reflection of my Back to the Future Part 2 poster. So let's see if things go according to plan or if they don't. Let's see what happens. Hopefully there's no spirits channeling with us. Well, do you know what? If there is, cool. What's that? See, things are moving. What's going on? Things are happening. Anyway, yeah, how's everybody doing? Is everyone good? I'm extremely excited because not only is it Friday, I've also just clocked off for 2 full weeks. No work for 2 weeks. Yes! Absolutely superb. So I was basically in work mode today. So I'm in work and it's like, oh, this needs doing. I'm like, yeah. Whatever. That's not my, don't worry about it. We'll sort it on Monday. Yeah, of course we will. So I've got my Trioxin beer with me. What am I drinking? It's the Brewdog Aldi IPA. Recommend it. It's basically the same as a normal Brewdog, to be honest. Let's crack it open. There we go. Someone needs to let me know if it sounds all right. Oh. Yeah, I've been waiting for that. Oh, I've been waiting for that all week. So yeah, how's everybody doing? We all good? Everyone good? Any news? Anyone seen anything? Anyone watched anything? I know I watched the 2 episodes of Alien Earth. I've got things to talk about that. Yeah, I was chatting with Liam today about it. I got some things. But we won't get into it just yet. We'll hang on a little bit until some more people come in. Alien Earth, there we go, with the thumbs up, with the thumbs up, with the metal horns. And that's from Lee. And Liftman, hey buddy, how you doing? How you doing, Lee? Good to see you guys here. Seen episode 1 so far, so I can't go too deep if you've only seen the first episode. How do I get the comments up here? Do it again every time I do it. Bear with, guys. Oh no, don't be sorry, man. It's cool. It's cool. I'm just a gigantic Alien nerd. So for me, it's like I have to watch it as soon as it comes on. Yeah. So how do I sound anyway? Does it sound good? Please let me know how we doing. Seen both episode 1 and 2. Personally, thought they were fantastic. Lee, well done. Good man. I'll see them both. Perfect, dude. Oh, cool. Thanks, man. New mic still. Working it in. Sounds great. Cheers, Lee. I'm always working it in, seeing how it sounds and stuff like that. It's okay. So I won't go mad on Alien Earth if Liftman's only seen one episode because we've got two. So you guys, you both enjoyed it. You thought it was good. I did enjoy it. I did. I really enjoyed it. But for me, there was something. Yeah, there was something. I just realised I'm not actually full on in the middle of the camera. There you go. I got to get the aesthetic of the posters. They've got to be level. Because you see how they're level. If they're not level, it just does my head in. Yeah, it does my head in. So, yeah, I watched it. I watched them both episodes of Alien Earth, and I really enjoyed it. I did really enjoy it, but there was something about it, and it's taken me another rewatch of the two episodes of the next night again. Listen to a few Alien podcasts and see what they said. You know, just to get different opinions and stuff like that. And I think it was Alien Theory on YouTube. Great YouTube channel, and he's an Alien fan. He hit the nail on the head for me. In the first episode, we're just going to speak about the first episode because Liftman's only seen one episode. You do see the alien, don't you? You see it, quite a bit. I say quite a bit. There's not a lot, but what you see of it, you see it quite, close up. And I think for me, it's too much. You can see it too much, and I think sometimes it looks a little bit plastic. I don't know why, but there's people who are watching it, who are listening. You've seen the first episode, so after is it Marlowe? The what's it called? He's the is it no Cyborg? He's the cyborg, isn't he? And he's in the room with Mother, and he's giving it all that on the, and then the girls at the banging on the, that scene where the girl's banging on the door to let him in, and he just does his hand and he basically seals her out, which is like, wow, unbelievable. But once the alien does away with her, it just does this moonwalk. You see it from the back of the dome. It comes into shot, and it's too smooth. I don't know why. It just goes. It's like it's moonwalking back. Don't ask me why. Watch that scene again and tell me if you don't think it's moonwalking back into the shot. Anyway, and then you see it from the front. It's just too much, right? Go back to. I'm not knocking it. It's a great show. It is a great show. My only gripe is you can see too much of the alien, and it's on it for too long. I think. Go back to Alien. Look where you didn't see. You saw flashes of it, and it was lights and stuff like that. There's not. Alien was like the Jaws in space, wasn't it? The shark's not working and all that. The shark is not working. That type of thing. With Aliens, you didn't really see them that much. Sometimes less is more. Lee, that is exactly right. Look at Jaws. Although Jaws wasn't meant to be. Hey, how we doing? Hey. El Caxi's on. TM, how we doing, mate? I'm doing good, mate. Thank you very much. Cheers for joining us. Good to see you this week. You know what I mean? You missed all the fun last week. You missed all the crazy ghost stuff. Anyway, we're talking about Alien Earth. So, in Aliens, you don't see the warrior aliens that much. You see them every, they come out and they grab someone, like the main one that grabs Dietrich's, whatever, takes her up. Maybe they don't show up on infrared at all. Takes her up. And even you see a lot of the Queen, but that's fair enough because the Queen's the end battle with Ripley, and it makes sense. In Alien 3, you have I missed quite a bit. You did miss quite a bit last week, mate. Yes, you did. You missed a whole lot of stuff. Hopefully, we'll get some more stuff happening tonight. Hopefully not. In Alien 3, it was fast. It was quick. What you did see was it. Basically, what I'm saying is the Alien trilogy didn't show a lot of the aliens, and I think with the Alien Earth, it's showing a lot, and I think because it's showing a lot in really good light, I think it looks kind of plasticky in certain scenes. But yeah, yeah. There we go. We got a comment there. What was that? So I get these comments up. Yeah, it felt like it moved like the one in Alien 3. Yes, Lee, absolutely, 100%. It was fast. It was furious. Some of the scenes in the second episode are just like, wow. You know, I haven't seen a fast alien since Alien 3, and Alien 3 is one of my favorites. Absolutely. So that was really refreshing and nice to see. Another thing is it in the first episode or is it the second episode? I can't remember. There's a scene where it won't spoil it if you haven't seen the second episode, but there's a scene where it jumps from somewhere and it just looks like a guy. It does. It is a guy in a suit, but what Ridley Scott wanted to do with Alien was he didn't want to make it look like a guy in a suit. That's why um, you saw bits of it, in shadows and stuff like that. Even though you knew it was a guy in a suit, you didn't really sort of see it. So on Alien Earth, there's a couple of scenes where it's a guy in a suit. It is a guy in a suit, and does it? It does something. I don't know what it is, but everything else about Alien Earth, okay, you got the synthetics, you got the cyborgs, and then you got the hybrids. I love that. That's really a nice touch, especially because you've got these terminally ill children who are going to be put into the mines are going to be put into the what are they? Not synthetics, hybrids. Nice touch, very nice touch, and also the five different corporations. So you've got Wayland Yutani isn't the top dog yet, so that's interesting. Prodigy is this new one by this wonder kid who's this trillionaire he's just you'd love to hate him. You know what I mean? You really do. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see where it goes. I'd be interested to see where it goes. I can't wait and watch them all in one go. Being such an Alien fan, I just have to see them as they come out. Gonna have to. I loved the other gripe I have for Alien Earth is that it is not connected to the original Alien movies in any way because Noah Hawley has actually said that he doesn't need anything from the prequels to tie in with this. This is a separate universe, and that kind of bugs me a little because I'm so well versed in the Ripley universe that I find it very weird. But then my concerns about Alien Earth before the show was on and before I knew it wasn't connected to the Ripley universe was like, well, hang on a minute. If we've got xenomorphs on Earth, yeah, what was the point in Ripley trying to stop the alien creature coming down? You know what I mean? But because of it not being connected in a separate universe type thing, it makes that one okay. So yeah, yeah. I don't know. I am enjoying it though. I really am enjoying it. I think it's really good. And we've got a few comments here. Let's go back. What have we got here? Still figuring out how to get these comments up. I tell you, terrible. There we go. Um, great home. Great homage to Alien and Aliens, yep, by Liftman. So we're talking about some alien scenes looking a bit mechanic. Not really mechanic. Well, yeah. There's. Have you seen? Uh, have you all seen Alien Earth? Who's commenting? That's the thing we've got to ask because I don't want to spoil it if not. But there's one scene where it literally moves back into the frame of like the window, and it looks like it's doing a moonwalk. It's just so smooth. It's like it's on wheels. Alien on wheels. AOW. You know what I mean? That's how it felt anyway. But no, overall enjoyed it. Tell you what, no, you haven't seen it. Okay, I won't go too much into it. OG 1979 scared the sheets out of me. 100% brilliant in my honest opinion. Alien 79 Alien is absolutely just incredible. It is. It is. I went. It was 2015, so we're talking 10 years ago now. But there was a Halloween on Halloween. I think it was or close to Halloween. The View Cinema was showing Alien and Aliens together as a double bill. Now I'd never seen either of them on the big screen. Obviously too small when they came out. Did see Alien 3 when it opened in cinemas here. Did actually go and see that in 93. Was it 92? Was it 92? I can't remember if it was 92 or 93. But that was amazing, seeing that on the big screen. So getting the opportunity to go see an Alien and Aliens together, I thought this would be amazing. Now I went there thinking, well, I'm going to love Aliens more because Aliens was the first film I got into in the Alien franchise and stuff like that. And I've got a soft spot for James Cameron's Aliens. It's absolutely just incredible. The score, the movie, dialogue, everything. There's nothing wrong with Aliens at all. I can't find a single fault with that movie, one bit, not one. Excuse me. So we're there, and I'm sat by myself. I've gone by myself because no one else wants to go. That's fine. That's cool. I'm happy with that. Sometimes it's better when you go by yourself because you don't have to talk to anyone. Although I did talk to the guy sitting next to me. He was an Alien fan, obviously. An Alien comes on, wide shots, cinematic, Ridley Scott. Yeah, you know the bold with the and the cinema's rumbling and all the letters are coming into the shot. Yeah, you can imagine it on the big screen, right? The cinematography of Alien that night blew me away. In fact, it was the highlight over Aliens. I loved seeing Aliens, don't get me wrong, but the highlight was seeing Alien on the big screen. If anyone hasn't seen Alien on the big screen, highly recommend if it comes up, do it. There you go. Early 2000s, went mates to see 1 through 4 at the cinema marathon. Brilliant, mate. Excellent, apart from 4. What a load of... Don't like 4. Resurrection. Nah. No, not a fan. Not a fan. Tell me what's good about Resurrection. Um, they're trying to. It's from the comic book Nightmare Asylum. They're trying to. Um, they've got them in like cages, haven't they? And they're trying to like no, you do this and we'll do that. Apart from 4, yes, indeed, yeah, of course. 4's terrible. It's like a bad. Alien Resurrection is like a bad music video. Yeah, they made them too slimy. Yeah, they were. And I'll tell you what else, Lee. I'll tell you what else they did. What a letdown. That's right. What they did with Alien Resurrection, right? It was Ripley was cloned 200 years later. Don't ask me how. So they've brought the the queen out of her, and they've made new aliens. And why have they got like dog feet or like the back, like the Alien 3 feet sort of thing? Surely they'd have. I don't. That's what I mean. There's too many things, and it spits acid. What? No, I'm not going to go on a rant about Resurrection. It's just awful. It just is. mm. So yeah, Alien on the big screen, absolutely incredible. Blew me absolutely away. What does everyone think of Romulus? Last year's Romulus. Is it last year? I think it is last year now. It would be, wouldn't it? Anyone love it? I loved it. I must admit, I love Romulus. I thought it was spot on. Yeah. Nothing beats the classics on the big screen. Sam Hain, Horror Collectibles. Paul, my man, how are you? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, no, well, that's a good point. My buddy Paul from Sam Hain Horror Collectibles is on. And, dude, you champion going to the cinema. You go all the time. You're always on your Instagram. You're always posting what you're seeing. Even if you love it or hate it, you put it up and you give your honest review. And to be fair, that's great. I just don't have the time, mate. I wish I could have the time to go all the time. I used to. I think I had a Cineworld card and I'd just go watch anything. And if it was rubbish, you'd just get up and walk out because you've been a couple of times. You'd paid for your subscription anyway. So, but now it's very few and far between. Last thing I saw in the cinema. Oh, what was everyone else's last thing they saw in the cinema? For me, Wow, Lee went to see Romulus and IMAX and blew him away. I'm not surprised. I bet it did with the noise pushing your back and everything. Yeah, no, it was great. Was it Romulus the last thing I saw? No, I saw Superman, but I only got halfway through. Had to go. Something that happened. I had to leave, so I didn't see. I saw the first half. Quite like Romulus. Hated that creature. It reached the end, but other than that, it was solid. Haha, yeah, man. Got the Odeon card, so it's the same. Ah, yeah, of course, same thing. You can just pop along, can't you? I like the creature at the end. I must admit, for in Romulus, I liked it because it was a little bit of a nod to Prometheus and Covenant together. You need, you've got. Okay, so we're going proper deep dive alien here. So you got Prometheus, the start, the story. Yeah, Ridley Scott did Prometheus. Then you got Covenant. Now I believe he wanted to end it with another one, which I don't think it's going to happen now. I very much doubt he's going to get to another one. And then you had the gap, and then you had Alien. Now with Romulus, what it did, it bridged the gap, so it made. Um, some people would say, well, the whole Ridley Scott prequels aren't connected because the David Brick making the xenomorph is a big hoo-ha for a lot of people. A lot of people don't want to know how the sausage is made. The eggs are just there and that's it. And I get that because I understand what you don't know is is more fascinating in your mind than to have it to be fully explained to you. So some people don't like the David thing making the xenomorph. I understand that, but that apparently is a different version of the xenomorph. I don't understand at all, to be honest. So Romulus, by having the goo, it bridges the fact that it is linked. So if you're a Covenant and Prometheus hater, and you like Romulus, you're going to be like, well, you know what I mean? Where do you go from there? So yeah, I don't know. But no, I really dug Romulus. I wasn't keen on the I wouldn't even say the fan service bits. They are really, but like get away from here, you bitch, and stuff like that. It was a bit like, you know, I know that the really annoying British actor, the one with the cigarette, the one who hates only saw like 7% of Romulus on YouTube. On YouTube? What? Go, oh, dude, go and see Romulus, man. It's everywhere. It's on Disney Plus if you've got it. Um, yeah, the really obnoxious one who hates. Sorry to admit, I fell asleep. He fell asleep through Romulus. I've done that a few times on the couch, but I've seen it, many times before. The It's the guy who hates synthetics. Yeah, him. He did call Andy a bitch early on in the film. So is that why he says it? Down the chute with "Get away from her, you bit." I don't know. I prefer the term artificial person myself. These things are like, I know what you're doing, but you don't need to. And I think with what Alien Earth is doing, it's not going. Remember that? It's kind of fresh. It's kind of new. So that is refreshing and nice. It's new. You got synthetics, cyborgs, and hybrids. That's nice. So yeah, I'm anyway to cut around a 20-minute story round a bit a bit closer is that I'm enjoying Alien Earth. I just don't want to see too much of the alien. I think, like I say, you see it too much, it takes away a little bit of the magicalness. And when people have seen the second episode, you'll know what I mean a little bit more. So, talking about wrapping up the alien talk, let's talk about what has arrived. It is. I've got it out of the sleeve, guys, because I'll tell you why as well. It's the Alien Romulus suite from Mutant. I've kept it out of here. So it comes with this beautiful hype sticker on the front. Romulus Suite EP by Benjamin Wolfish. Now, if you like Romulus, this score, oh, I cannot get enough. Gloriously says he had it delivered yesterday. Yeah. Now, hang on, let's go back. What's Paul saying? It doesn't make sense the callback though because the line hasn't happened yet. Yes, continuity wise because it's in between the two films, so it isn't really. That's just really lazy writing. Yeah. So get away from here, you bitch. If it's set before it's between Alien and Aliens, then technically that line doesn't make sense. The only thing that you can account it to is that I can't remember the character's name, but the one who hates Andy, he says it to him a few times. So is that supposed to be the why he says it? It's a bit on the nose, isn't it? You know, even if he just went get away from her, you'd have been like cool. But because he added the line, it's almost like he's going down the thing and he's shooting it, and he's like, "Get away from her, you bitch!" And then he looks at the camera and goes, "That's between you and me." You know what I mean? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, yeah. It's weird. It's weird. Back to this score. Okay, as getting comments galore. As a diehard Charlize Theron fanboy, Prometheus has grown on me. To be fair, mate, who isn't a fan of Charlize Theron? Paul was saying he didn't catch him saying that, so fair enough. Well, go back and check. If if you get a chance, go back and check. I'm sure he says he says it quite a bit. He calls him a bitch quite a bit, really. Yeah, but still doesn't make up for the fact that he says that. So what's name? Yeah, I like Prometheus. I like Covenant. There's things about them both which I'm a bit like, what, but overall I like them. I like the the aesthetic and the cinematography and everything. Anyway, back to this. So this arrived a couple of days ago from Mutant. It was an addition to the LP which I already had, but it was a Romulus suite, and plus it had bonus tracks. You've got 6 bonus tracks. Tracks are Lockdown, Awakening, Romulus Hangar Bay, Body Temperature, I Have a New Directive, and The Hive Part 2, which you can see written down there. Obviously, it might be backwards for you guys. Sorry, I'll figure that bit out at some point. I've listened to the Romulus suite on side A. Sounds incredible. Does. Now, I've not kept it in here because I don't know about these ones, to be honest. I can't comment for definite, but these plastic covers, old ones, yeah, wreck your records. Now, somebody on one of the record Facebook groups had posted this record, and they posted it in a white dust sheet, and it said, "I'm going to put it in there." To be honest, they were a little bit. With their comments, they're a little bit like, "Why the hell would they?" Or what, what a stupid idea to put that in a thing. And one of the guys from Mutant replied saying like, "Well, I've had records in there for 20, 30, 40 years in mine, picture discs, and they're fine." Now, yes and no, because I've got picture discs in those type of sleeves, and they are completely fine. But I've got normal records in them, and some of them are wrecked. So I think it depends on the record. I was talking to Liam about it earlier, and he says, and he's right, I think it depends on the record, to be honest. Depends how good the record is and stuff like that. So anyway, so there's this sleeve. There's the back with the gumph. Yeah. Look at this. Look what I've got it in. Music for pleasure. It's the only one I could find. You know, when people send you records and they send you old LP covers and they put them in between. Well, this was one of those. It was one of them. It's the only thing I had. But yeah, but look at this. Ready? Oh, this is beautiful. We go for the Romulus suite. Not that it matters, but look at that. Acid Blood. Beautiful. To quote Mr. Jim Carrey. Look at that. And it's the light, look. See if we can get it like that, look. Oh, I can't get it proper. No, it's not working. Anyway, look at it though. Isn't that beautiful? Stunning. It is, mate. It is neat. It's very neat. I've got Aliens on the Varus Saraband reissue, and it's very similar. Could even be practically the same, actually. No, I don't think that's a clear one though. This is clear. I can see through this slightly. You know what I mean? Oi! Stop scratching the chair. Cats. Hey, calm down. Don't work with kids or animals, guys. But yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? So I haven't spun the second side, the other tracks, but I had to get it for collection, man. I had to get it. I've heard a rumor that who was it? Mondo might be releasing Alien Earth. No, sorry, not interested. Not my Mondo. Now, if Mutant released it, then I'd probably get up and pick it up. Should we look at that Aliens and see what that Aliens and see what that one's like? It's right here. Hang on. Look at that cover. Beautiful. I think this is the same. Or very similar. Let's have a look. Oh no, this one's more solid. Look at that. That has marble in it, but you can't really see it compared. That's not as nowhere near as clear. Yeah. Cat's law. Would anyone like one of my 4 kittens? Will ship same day of order. Mate, I'm a dog man, to be honest. But the kids and the missus were like, we want cats. 3 kittens. Oh my god. You got 3 kittens, dude. I had 2 and that was bad enough. Yeah, I'm a dog man, but the missus and the kids were like, we want cats. Okay then. So yeah, we've got 2 cats. So they might appear on the back later. So yeah. But yeah, no, that Aliens is not the same actually. I thought it was pretty much the same, but looking at that, can't get it in now. That's what she said. Get in there. Oh, you do my head in. Oh, this is. Do you know what's the only thing about being a record collector? Doing the rock on the sleeve. Or as Paul's going to vouch to, moving records. Am I right? Am I right? Yeah, moving house. The worst thing ever. For vinyl collectors, it's the worst thing ever. It's the heaviest stuff on the planet. You need those big plastic boxes from like Dunelm or something. It's the only way. Cardboard just won't do it. Let's put Aliens back, make sure it's safe. A cat scratching's better than poltergeist issues. I moved last year and the vinyl was a killer. Yeah, man. Lee, I know what you mean. We moved from our old house to this house, and the it was like the last thing we do is move the records. It's once we get everything else in, it's the last thing I do. Or when we do it, I need a day to take it down, to box it, to bring it over, and then put it back. You've got to put it back straight away. You can't, all mine's down here. I don't know if you can see it, look. No, I'll just drop that. There you look. All mine's behind me. It's all down there, see? There you go. All behind me. And this side. There you go. Has to go in its spot. It's just a done thing, isn't it? Let's put that back. See how we fit. There we go. Look at that. Wow. Look at the levels on that. It's perfect. Yeah. What was the comment then from Paul? Let's have a look, mate. Let's have a look. Hey, Paul, my buddy here. Do you know what he's holding for me? He's holding for me some absolutely superb Friday the 13th records. Yes, he is. Yeah. There we go. Mate, currently building IKEA flat pack after a day of lifting records. Fuck my life. Lol, lift man. Yeah, probably true, yeah. 800 plus records. Nearly broke my back 2 years ago. Oh, wow. I've got over 5,000 vinyl records now. No way I want to move them ever again. Dr. Roswell. Wow. 5,000. Oof. That's something, that, man. I don't think I have that much. I've got these 8 Calyx, the 8 cube things. And I've got 7 1/4, to be honest. And that's all I've got. That's all I've really got. But I suppose I don't know. I'm a bit late to the game when it came to records. I stopped. I used to collect 7-inches, which I still do, and they're all up there on a big shelf up on the wall there. And I was really only buying 7-inches. I've spoke about this before. And then I was like, I'm not buying records because if I buy LPs, it'll be never ending. And now I'm speaking to you guys. I got 3 Calyx RAM now. Wow, what with 8? Dr. Roswell. Are you saying you've got 3, 8? Yeah, it makes sense for 5,000. That's insane. Are they in alphabetical? That's what I need to know. Is it alphabetical? It has to be. For that amount of records, it has to be alphabetical. Yep, the 8. All hail Dr. Roswell. That's insane. Think about 1.5k, consider that massive. Wow, that's still amazing. Oh, hell no. They're not in alphabetical order. How do you know where things are? Or do you just know? Oh man, that would do my head in. I've got on the Calyx behind me, right? Top shelf is soundtracks. Up until they've just started going into the fourth cube, yeah? Is soundtracks. From fourth cube, fifth, sixth, and seventh is hardcore and metal. That's the way I do it. The soundtracks are on the top from A to Z, and then the music A to Z is on after that. Oh my god, man! Not alphabetical. You're blowing my mind. You really are. 3 Calyx rammed. There you go. Scoped out the Mondo Avengers 6 LP in the stacks. Yeah, man. God, I had to get that. Yeah, I might be a horror dude, but I love I've got tons of non-horror scores that I don't show on this channel because we're horror. I mean, I've got the original Back to the Future scores, the Varese ones, and I think it's is it Sony? No, MCA. I've got the Mondo versions. I've got all the Batmans. So there you go. About 4,000 of dance tunes, to be honest. Well, it's cool if you like it. You know what I mean? Beyond the Grave Media. Hey, what's popping, dude? Hey, buddy. How you doing? Thanks for joining us. Nice one. I really appreciate that. Friday, everybody. Let's have a drink. If you're drinking, cool. If you're not, if you're straight edge, walk the edge. I'll sip to that. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean? Hey, what we got? Attila's here. Hey, I am late. Sorry, don't worry, dude. Lee's saying weapons on pre-order. Nice. I haven't seen the film yet. I very rarely will buy a score unless I've seen the movie. That's the way I do it. So we've got loads of people with us tonight. It's really good. Thanks, guys. We've got 3 thumbs up. Give us a few more. Just, that's what everyone says on YouTube, isn't it? Still got all my old Slayer Metallica soundtracks, though. We'll never get rid of them. Yes, come on. I've got my Slayer down here. I'm out of brew, but cheerio, mate. Yeah. Yeah, cool, man. Cheerio as in you going, or just cheerio as in hello? Yeah, I've got my Slayers down here. I've got my Slayer, my Sepultura, my Pantera. I've got a load of Iron Maiden, stuff down here. The film is great. Trailer really throws some curveballs. Doesn't give anything away. Soundtrack is so good. Cool. I've not watched the trailer on purpose, and I'd rather just go in blind to see weapons. I love Josh Brolin. Great actor. Superb. Yeah, what else have we got here? I've got Maiden. Maiden, dude. You know what I mean? The Maiden collection is down here. It's, I've got Iron Maiden to, I think, up to, what is it? No Prayer for the Dying. And then I've got all the first 10 years, the box set, but without the box, unfortunately. Yeah, what have we got? We've got like Daredevil. I got American Beauty. I got loads of non-horror stuff in here. What have we got here? A few of the Matrix ones. Yeah, man. I love all sorts of stuff. This one. Sorry, that was banging into the mic. This one, yeah, is not something that I'd show on this channel normally, but oh no, here it is. This is a cracking score. How cool is that? Trading Places, superb. Elmer Bernstein, one of his greats. You know what I mean, as well as Ghostbusters. Yeah, man. Look at that. Superb. Yeah, man. Great stuff. Let's put that back in there now. Keep it safe. Did you catch up on the new Daredevil on Disney? Yes, I did, but I didn't finish it because me and the missus want to watch it together. and that's incredibly hard. So I actually spoke to her the other day and I said, "Love, I don't think we're going to get to see Daredevil if we have to wait and watch it together. So, so I'm actually just going to carry on watching it. I think I'm halfway through." Dr. Roswell says, "No way, that's a melon. That's amazing. I'm actually jealous." Is that the Trading Places? You can still get it. Hella waits, definitely. You can still, if it's Trading Places you're talking about, that's still available from Enjoy the Ride Records, and they've still got all different variants. I picked it up when it came out. With Trading Places is one of them 80s gems that you just, yeah, Trading Places. It's one of them. I mean, do you know what I actually did with Trading Places? We're not talking horror here, guys. We'll be back on horror, don't worry. Right. I ordered the gold bullion, was it, or something, version for Enjoy the Ride Records. But I ordered it, and then they emailed, and yeah, Landis. It was Landis who directed it, was it? I, wow, for the life of me, I can't remember. Yeah, it will be. Yeah, it'll be John Landis, wouldn't it? Amazing. And then they emailed me and they said, "We're really sorry. I know you've ordered that one and it's gone through, but we actually don't have it. So we'll give you the other one and a little bit of money off." I was like, "Okay." So I think I've got the money version. I think I've got the dollar bill. Oh yeah, this is so good. Yeah, this is the dollar bill version. You ready? Oh, hang on. That's the dollar bill. Nice. Look at that. If you want me to show more non-horror, guys, let me know. I've got tons. I don't have, doesn't, I can show you horror stuff as well. Wait till you see side two. You ready? So that's, here we go. Lewis. Feeling, looking good, Billy Ray. Feeling good, Lewis. There you go. Look at that. Yeah, I ordered the gold bullion one, and it had like gold splatter or whatever. And they said, "Which one do you want?" Sorry, that one's unavailable. So there was that one. I think there was a Christmas variant, which is red and white. I think they're all still available. So go on, enjoy the rides. Enjoy the rides. Enjoy the ride records. They'll have it on there. So it's really cool, man, because it's got what you don't realize about Trading Places is some of the tracks. You think it's just like all old Chris, like Roxanne, lol. Yeah, yeah. There's even got alternative takes on it. Anyway, enough about that. That's cool. That's cool. Can't put it back now. That's the issue. Mm. There we go. Safety first. Right. Yeah. So what we're saying? Moving house vinyl, mate. It's just it's one of the one. It has to be done. Does anyone, does anybody, right, think when they move, right, how high are we? Where's the sea level around where we are? Just in case. I don't live by the sea anymore. I used to. I used to live by the sea in Wales, down the coast, but now I live further inland, so I'm not too bad now. But I always think, like, should they go higher? Should I put them higher up just in case? But no, I think I'll be fine. I think I'll be good. So that's funny. What have we got here? Have I not missed anything? Yeah, Dr. Roswell says needs to get that vinyl. You gotta have to, man. You're gonna have to get it. It's superb. Um, yeah, Hallowaits is one of my favorites to spin. Yeah, man. My personal favorite Slayer, Seasons in the Abyss. Yeah, Seasons in the Abyss is just. I think it's because my introduction to Slayer was Seasons of the Abyss. War Ensemble, the opening track is just one of the furious guitar and the dent, and Dave Lombardo with the stabs. If do you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna carry on doing a vinyl talk as I'm gonna keep doing these, but I'm gonna have to do a metal night. If anyone wants to do a metal night with me on here, yeah, I happily have guests. I can give me your info. We can get guests on for future episodes. 100%. I'd love to sit here and talk with other people, especially about records and stuff. What have we got here? Love Enjoy the Ride. Got all the Mortal Kombat game soundtracks from them. Nice. I think the only other enjoy. Not again. Seriously? Hang on. Well, I've put the light on here. Do I even attempt to even put that light back on? It's unbelievable, isn't it? Let's get this a bit brighter. They're here. Okay. I'm going to try and put the light back on, guys. I'm off. That's no coincidence. I don't know which spook I've pissed off. But yeah, looks like ghosts again. All right, I'm going to try and put this light on. Oh dear, what is going on? No, it's completely dead. I'm going to go to the plug and try it again. So bear with me again. This is mad. Every live stream. What's going on? We weren't even talking about ghosts. Bear with me, guys. Nope. Nope. Not having it. I got one more thing to try, guys. Bear with me. Okay, take two. Here we go. Well, it's back on. The light's back on because I've changed the plug. But I don't know what's going on. Oh, you couldn't write this. Guys, I don't have a timer on my light, honestly. This is... What's everyone saying? Here we go. God, it's going to be... Oh, my God. Oh, wow. I've been away 2 minutes. They're here. Oh, hang on. At least it's not poltergeist talk. I'm going to talk about Exorcist in a minute. I'm off. That's no coincidence. TM, which spook have you pissed off? Ghosts again. Ghost felt neglected. The ghost of electric bill non-payment. Exactly. They'd be like, I'll show him. Yeah, that's right. I reckon this is because you love Ghostbusters so much. You know, Liftman, you're probably right. So you're still alive, bro. I'm still here. I see flickering. Cue Twilight Zone theme. It's back on for now. And God created light. The pics in the background have moved. Stop it, guys. All right. Go with green. I like green. I don't know. It seems to be happening every live. Like I say, should we get onto spooky stuff then? Should we talk about The Exorcist and see what happens? Right. It's ridiculous. This unbelievable. You know, you couldn't script it. I just stunned again. Wow. Okay. Right. Before we get into The Exorcist, The Believer, I watched it the other day. Let's go back before the light went off, because I missed a few here. Okay, so Dr. Roswell had said, I had a friend who had over 10,000 vinyl in his house. The weight was so much over the years, the floor began to sink. Oh my God, that's insane. I never thought about sea level, even being in flat in Denmark. Well, you just never know. You got to be safe. That's where you're at. Denmark, brilliant. I've met Slayer in Liverpool twice now. They were so cool. Nice. That's cool. Okay, what we're back on here. Right. I'll just let my good lady know she's just come downstairs. Hey, the light went off again. Yeah. Oh dear. Vinyl is bloody heavy. You ain't wrong there, my friend. It weighs an absolute ton. Oh. Okay. We'll talk about Exorcist Believer. You ready for that? So hands up and comment who's seen The Exorcist Believer. Now I'm late to the game. I saw it the other day. Oh dear. Oh dear indeed, yeah. Yeah, I watched it the other day because it came on Netflix, so I stuck it on. Now, I was told by practically everyone that it was terrible. Yeah, Lee's seen it. Good man. You've not seen it. I've still not seen it. Oh, no. Okay. Well, I can't talk too much about it then if you haven't seen it because I don't want to spoil it because it's worth a watch at least. Okay, so I'll rethink what I'm gonna say then. So everyone had pretty much said it was terrible. Okay, so I put it on with kind of low expectations, but sorry, not to annoy the Exorcist fans, but I'm not a massive Exorcist fan. I like it. I like the first one. I love the third one. I don't think I've ever seen the second one, to be honest. I don't think I'm missing much there. But I watched that one and I thought it was all right. You know what? It's all right. Yeah. Because my expectations were low, that I was actually okay with it. You know, it's all right. You know, can't say too much if people haven't seen it, so that's fine. But what I will say is that it was David Gordon Green film. Now, obviously, he did the new Halloween trilogy, didn't he? Now, it was supposed to be the first part of a trilogy. He was going to do the same thing what he did with Halloween and probably ruin it when it gets to the end. Oh, sorry, that was a bit of a deep cut for Halloween Ends. Straight in. So, yeah, so that's what the plan was. Now, apparently, because it didn't do well, the studio have just outright and said no. Or no to David Gordon Green doing it. So whether it's not happening and they're not getting a second one to that or a third in general, it just makes me think about studio interference. It's bad, isn't it? You can have a film that you absolutely love, but because it didn't make enough money, they're not going to make another one. Look how they do that with TV shows. It doesn't make enough money. We're going to cancel it. It ends on cliffhangers. And then they go, now we're not doing any more. It's studio interference is the worst thing. Look at John Carpenter when he did. Is it Big Trouble? Not Big Trouble. Which is the one the one before he did Prince of Darkness, because that's where he went back to being independent. He went to a live films, didn't he? And he did supposed to do 3 with the live films, but ended up doing 2. He did Prince of Darkness, then he did They Live with the live films. You know, he was sick of the studio interference. Yeah, Fox did that with the Exorcist TV show, and that was really good. Yeah. Brad Dourif is in 3. Yeah, he don't know if he's in 2 because I've not seen it. Look at Twin Peaks. Bob Iger destroyed it. Yeah, exactly. That's it. OG Exorcist is genuine classic. It is. Oh, the second Exorcist is unique. Yeah. So Paul's saying that Exorcist is a top 5 for me. I love it. So Believer was atrocious for me. Right. Okay. Yeah, I understand. That makes 100% makes sense, isn't it? It's if you love something that much and yeah, and then something comes out and it's not, you know, it's not what you expected, then I understand. With me being a low level Exorcist fan, I say low level, but you know what I mean. I just like it and it's cool, and you know I couldn't quote it. So then for me, it was like, it's all right. It's all right. Put it this way. I watched it. I enjoyed it. Would I watch it again? No. And that's the difference with me between loving a film and liking a film. I can like a film all day long. These three films on the back, for example, and this on my t-shirt, which is the same film, it's an instant rewatch. I know the lines. I can quote it to you. Very much so like, if I see something and I go, oh, that was all right. That was good. And it kind of becomes, you kind of forget. You kind of forget. You've seen it and you go, oh, yeah, I remember that. That was good. I remember a couple of scenes. But these films and these records in here, all these are instantly quotable. Every single line. I can quote Aliens front to back. I could literally probably quote that movie from the very start of it to the very back. And I think the same with Ghostbusters as well, and Return of the Living Dead. Speaking of Return of the Living Dead, tomorrow is the 40th anniversary of Return of the Living Dead. It was released 40 years ago tomorrow. That's just insane. Ooh, Return of the Living Dead vinyl record special, maybe? I've already done one. I've already done my collection, although I've got a few new ones. We'll do something. We'll do something. What are we saying? What have we missed? Let's go back. Yeah, Dorif is in 3. Yeah, man. Yeah, he's so good in that. He's good in anything he's in, Dorif. I'm in the minority. Think that Exorcist 2 has merit. And Ennio Morricone's score is good. Oh, he scored 2. That's cool. Loving the t-shirt, by the way. No problem, my man. Thank you very much. That's a Hell on Shirts classic. And I think it's Pius Cazolda who designed it. Look at that. Sick shirt, man. But I'm getting to the point now where I'm not fitting in these shirts anymore. I think I have to go a size up. I'm getting a bit of a fat bastard. So yeah. Okay, what we got? Yeah, so Dr. Roswell says, to be honest, it's refreshing to hear honesty these days, even if you're so wrong about existing. I'm not going to hide the fact that I'm not a massive fan. It's not that do you know what? It's not that I'm not a massive fan. I like it, but like I said before, it's not in. If it's not a poster on my wall, then you know, I don't know. It's just I don't know, I'm funny. I've said this before. Me and Liam, we started this show 7 years ago. Is it 7 years ago? Something like that. We started SP. The simple fact is we talked about records when we met up, and then we thought, you know what, let's do a podcast. Podcasts, we couldn't do it because then you had to pay for podcasts. Now you can just podcast on your phone, and do anything. Let's do a YouTube channel because we can sit down and we can talk, and that's where we're at, and hence why we're here tonight is the ongoing vinyl splurge of that, which is amazing. Now, what was even the point I was getting at? I don't know where I was going with it. Oh, no, it's gone out of my head. It's gone. It'll come back in a second. I'll have a swig of beer, see if it comes back. Anyway, yeah. I watched Flanagan's Life of Chuck the other day. Absolute masterpiece. That isn't horror at all, is it? Tiller, the new Mike Flanagan one, or is it? Or is it disguised as not a horror, but it is? What we got? The score is great, to be honest. Good shout. Yeah. Yeah, I need to know about this Life of Chuck because I like Mike Flanagan stuff. My favorite Mike Flanagan stuff that he's done for me was oh god, it's there. It's oh my god, what's the one with the big the one with the church? Why is it not? Why is it not there? Midnight Mass. Thank you, Tiller. Thank you very much. Midnight Mass. Loved it. Loved it. Absolute slow burn. What an absolute slow burn, though. It's so gradual. I loved it. I loved it. And the reason why I got onto it, it was Jess from Hell on Shirts. She'd posted about it. Like, imagine watching this for the first time again, and it was the scene where the vampires got the things out down here. Um, yeah, superb. I watched it twice. I watched it by myself, and then I watched it with my missus because I wanted her to see it. And when it ended, she went, "Yeah, it was all right." It's just, yeah, each their own, isn't it? Yeah, it's just some things go for some people and some things don't. I thought it was great. I thought it was great, especially that ending. Superb. I'm not going to get on it. The Fall of the House of Usher. That was another good one, Lee. Yep, I really enjoyed that one. That was good. I love the Edgar Allan Poe stuff, although I'm not transversed in it, shall we say. So I'm just going to move my Romulus, put it somewhere safer than being on the table. Put it on the turntable there. There we go. So I can reach my beer quicker. I have not seen the Hill House. I've seen bits of it. I always fall asleep because I always watch it late. It's my own problem. I start at I'll start watching an episode of Hill House at 11 o'clock at night. 10 minutes in, cutthroat, and there. You know what I mean? I don't know. I've got to watch it. I've got to get on it. And Blind Manor as well. I'm behind on that. Definitely. Midnight Mass was brilliant. The flashback episode in the desert was, yeah, that was a superb episode. Haunting the Hill House is his best. Well, I need to get on that then, don't I? I did like his Doctor Sleep as well. I've had issue. I don't watch films after night at night anymore. I have that issue. Stop scratching. Slow burn but pays off. Yes, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. Should we change colour? What are you doing? Could you be the noisiest cat in the world? You're going to come up. Come on. Come on then. Come here. Now. Bugger off then. We're going with blue. Oh, there you go. Nice refreshing pink. There you are. How is everybody doing, by the way, who's still with us? Thank you for staying with us, even during the... I thought when I was talking about the Exorcist, some weird stuff was going to happen, but it turns out it's all right. Can't believe the light went out again. You believe it? Anyway, if you came in late, I just want to let everyone know that it's the weekend. It's superb, and I actually have 2 weeks off work. John Bender stands walking out of Breakfast Club. Absolutely. Nothing better. Yeah. So, yeah. The little girls who play in Blind Manor is the voice of Peppa Pig. Well, I did not know that. Now, my kids used to watch Peppa Pig when they were little. Not anymore. They're all a bit big for it now. Oh, interchanging. Well, that's a bit distracting. I'm playing with my new light. I wasn't going to use the light on this, but because we had to. Remember the possessed cat in Amityville Horror 4? Is that the one with the... Okay. Yeah, 2 weeks off. Excellent. Thank you. That's a bit techno. It is a bit techno, isn't it? Yeah. Amityville 4. Is that the one with the lamp? Congrats on the holiday. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Which is the one with the lamp? Someone's got a new microphone. It's the one with the lamp. Yes. It is. The lamp. Oh, so good. Is that the one to get cut on one of the metal leaves on the hand? I haven't seen that in 25, 30 years. Wow. Oh, the Amityvilles went really bad, didn't they? The Amityville with a clock. Yes. Oh my God. First one, classic. Second one, terrifying. One of the scariest films to this day I think I've ever seen. What's 3 then? What's Amityville 3? I love this. We're just getting into Amityville now. Come on, let's do it. Second one is great. Second one is great and scary. Scared the life out of me. It's the DeFeo family story, isn't it? That actually 3 is 3D. I remember remember the hand, but that's about, I think I may have seen it. Yeah, the 2 is terrifying because it's actually scary how they've done it, but it's also about the DeFeo family. Now, if you're Amityville fans like we are, you know all about that. And still think that's something weird going on. They were all face down in bed. Come on. 3 is the little white monster, I think. I don't think I've seen that. That does not ring a bell whatsoever. Little white monster? What, like a Wampa from Empire Strikes Back, but a little one? I don't know. I've not seen it. I can't comment on that. Okay, so 1 is classic, 2 is scary, 3 is 3D with the hand and the monster. 4 is the lamp. So is 5 the clock. The last 30 minutes of 2 truly terrified me when I was a kid. Terrifies me now. Terrifies me now, man. There's three horror movies that still give me the willies. Yeah, Amityville 2 is one of them. Second one is American Werewolf in London. Even though I absolutely adore it and it's comedy and elements, it scares me, man. It just that the howl on the bloody hell. Oh. And what was the other one? There's another one that really always just give me the willies. I can't remember what it is now. There was definitely 3. I'll have to think back. I'll have to try and remember what that third one is. Yeah. What we got here? Little White Monster. Nah, I don't remember that. So freaking bad. I seen the Amityville with a clock. Which one's that one then? I don't know which one the clock is. I don't know how many there is, to be honest. Did anyone see the My Amityville Curse documentary? Anyone seen that? I think that was on Prime. I think I saw it on Prime. That was 2 is called It's About Time. 2 is called It's About Time. No, 2 is The Possession. Yeah, 2 is The Possession. I think it is. Yes, mate, we have spoke about Alien Earth, mate. Yeah, unfortunately, we did about nearly an hour roundabout talking about Alien Earth. I could go back on it, but there's a lot. There is a lot. You're probably best going back. Sorry, pal. Yeah, we did, but I did. I got the Alien Romulus suite. Vinyl looks amazing. The clock one is About Time, isn't it? It's got to be. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the My Amityville Curse. All right, you'll watch it tomorrow. Cheers, buddy. Appreciate that. Always do. Thanks, man. The Amityville Curse was the story of the one of the Lutz, the son, George Lutz's son. Is that not actually his real son? He was his stepdad. Obviously, the mum was yeah, right, the possession. That's right for number 2. And he basically said in this documentary, check it out, man, the Amityville Curse, My Amityville Curse. He basically said that everything that happened in that house was true. About everyone says it's been debunked as a fake, isn't it? They left 27 days after being in there, and they did it for fame and blah blah blah. What he was saying was, he goes that my stepdad George Lutz, he goes, wasn't a very nice man. He wasn't nice to any of us kids. He really hated us. That's what he said. Quote. And what he would do is have his mates down in the basement, and he would do black magic. He would try and summon stuff because he was into that. So has he done that and unleashed something which caused it to come in the house? Because there was definitely something in the house before all that because of the DeFeo family and what happened, Mate, it's I love it. I love it. And I love that my mate Mike over in New York says that house is not far from where he lives. Imagine it. But they've done they took the windows out, haven't they? They took out the windows and replaced them. Like, that won't stop you going to the house. Still gonna go there, Yeah, let's have a look. What have we got back here? I've missed a few. Saw a few come up. Okay. Okay, 2 is the possession. About Time, the clock one, is the later one, straight to VHS era, I think. Yeah, I think they were, weren't they? Yeah, Lee. I've got one of the alien popcorn heads, just put my green in it, if I'm being honest. That documentary was great. I thought, yeah, man, highly recommend that documentary. Cheers, Lee. And Devil Rides Out still spooks me out too. Devil Rides Out, what's that? Don't know that. Am I missing something? What's Devil Rides Out? Missed that one. Let me know. Let me know. Yeah, check out that documentary. That's great. I'd like to get all the Amityvilles, even the bad ones, just to have collection. I don't know if there's a collection box set, DVD box set, maybe. Old Hammer Classic with Christopher Lee. Oh, right, okay. Sorry, I haven't seen that one. I watched Devil Rides Out for the first time last week. That's a freaky Hammer film. Right, I'm going to have to get on these. Yeah, I'm sure. Did I ever got a box set in the loft? I'm going to have to double check, see if I have got a box set in the loft. Yeah, man. Any other horror movies you want to talk about while we're here? I've run through my list. I've done the majority of stuff. Or do you want me to have a look at some records? Because shout them out and I'll show you anything. I'll show you horror, non-horror, music. I don't mind. I'll show you anything. Yeah, I'm good, man. I'll show you. Whoa, what have I got here? Boop, 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 boop. Too many, I think. Too many to think of. Anyone got any weekend plans? Anyone do anything special? Did you get round to giving that Japanese version of Halloween a listen? Do you know what, mate? I haven't. Lee, I'm sorry. I meant to do that as soon as I got off here, but I was so spooked about what happened last live that I was a bit like, ah. No, but I need to do that, and I need to look for it, and I haven't looked for it, so I'll do that. That I'll show you was well scary. Gardening all weekend. Well, there you go, mate. Well, the weather's nice, so yeah, you might as well do some gardening. Um, no, I need to check out that Halloween. Definitely want to give that a whirl. I was thinking the rehash Poltergeist for a min. Oh, the story, in case something happens. Is that what you want to see, does it? Actually, I have got a little Poltergeist story. Um, my my good friend in work, Nadine, who won't be watching this, who'll be tucked up in bed now. I borrow her DVDs from time to time. She's still got a DVD player because she's proper. And I borrowed her all my classics, all the comedies and stuff like that. And I was talking about what happened last week, and I showed her the clip about what happened. Um, and so I mentioned about Poltergeist. She's like, I've not seen it for donkeys. So I actually did borrow her tonight. But while I was in work, I gave it to her. I gave her Poltergeist 1 and 2, and she messaged back already. He goes, I've watched 1. It's not as scary as I remember. And Poltergeist isn't, the first one isn't as scary as it really. And everyone forgets that in the first Poltergeist, nobody dies. Nobody actually dies in it. It's just in real life, people die. Cue the lights. No, we're good. Okay. If it had gone off then you would have thought that was an absolute fix. But no, that was that. So what we got here? What's going on with this Crystal Lake TV show? I've heard stuff, mate. I know they're filming it because you've got Linda. Is it Cardellini? Is playing Pamela? Oh, she's too stunning to play Pamela Voorhees. I'm sorry. Too distracting. I'll be like, whoo, yeah. So I want to see this Sweet Revenge. This it's like a cider company have done their own little like trailer, haven't they, or short movie, Angry Orchard or something. It's something we don't get in the UK here. Well, maybe we do. I don't drink cider, so I'm an IPA man, so I don't know. But I haven't seen that yet. I've seen the trailer for that Sweet Revenge. Looks all right. That mask though, I've got to go. I've got to jump on everyone else's coattails. The mask for Jason looks terrible. Not a fan. It's got square. It's got like window eyes. It's like my glasses. You don't have a Jason mask with blinking glasses for eyeballs. You know what I mean? And it's just no. And Greg Nicotero's designed it, or maybe he's designed the face, or he's helped. But even the anyone else the same? Even the shirt, the whole get up about him, he just looks wrong. IPA for life, mate. Yes. Here's to IPA drinkers out there. Oh, absolutely. Oh, here you go. Lee's watched Sweet Revenge this afternoon. Like it for what it was, but Jason wasn't as hulking as I feel he should be. Where can you watch it, Lee? Is it available anywhere? Or is it? I don't know. Did you see Talk to Me? Yes, I did. Um, I like the idea of Talk to Me, but I think by the end, I kind of lost a bit of it. Again, like we said before, if something really grabs me, I'll rewatch it and rewatch it over and over. I watched it, I enjoyed it, but I probably wouldn't go back to it. I don't know, I might go back to it actually, because the idea is absolutely superb. You know, hold the hand and then you see that. That is YouTube. Well, sorry, I keep jumping through the comments here. It's on YouTube. Oh, wow. Cheers for that, Lee. I'm going to check out Sweet Revenge after this. Yeah, going to give it a go. I didn't realize it was on YouTube. I thought it would be like a, I don't know. To be honest, I just didn't know where it would be. So that's pretty cool. That's good. Yeah, I like talk. I did like Talk to Me. I don't. I think the end. There's a scene in it. I don't know. Some of it was great. Some of it was really good. I did enjoy it. Um, I like these newer horror movies. They're a bit more psychological. But you can't beat the hate slashes. You can't beat the slashes, can you? Oh no, you can't beat the slashes. So you have the Blade Runner vinyl. I'm thinking about getting it, but heard the quality ain't great. Actually, mate, I don't have the Blade Runner vinyl. It's Liam that has that. Because, are you ready? Get ready with your forks. I've never seen Blade Runner. I know. Oh, there we go. Why have I not seen it? Because it's just passed me by. It's not that I don't want to. I've tried sitting down and watching it, and yeah, exactly. Never seen it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the comments are blowing up now. Call yourself a fan. Yeah, massive Ridley Scott fan. Love Alien, but I just haven't seen it. I've tried to watch it, and then I fell asleep, and I tried to watch it again, and I fell asleep. I just need to do it. Yeah, an alien man should watch Blade Runner. Lee, you're right. Especially because people have been saying that Alien Earth feels very Blade Runner-ish. So I think I'm gonna have to get on it. So okay then, as a non Blade Runner viewer, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know. And Liam is exactly the same. He's like, what? How can you not seen Blade Runner? Just passed me by. Literally has. So which version do I need to watch? That's the question. Because there's about 25 different versions. A lot of shared concepts. Yeah, I think so. Liam was saying like the city. Um, I'm gonna get the poltergeist to get you for that. Final cut, right? Final cut is okay. All right, okay. So final cut is okay. Let's see what everyone else says. Um, right, I do own it. I've got it upstairs. I've got it on. I think a double disc, whether it's the final cut or whatever version. But I will do it, man. And I'll get back on here and I'll be like, wow, what have I done? You know what I mean? It's just passed me by. Attila says he loves Prometheus. I do. Some of it. I can't stand that. The guy with the maps. I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to make money. Yeah, the guy with the maps who gets lost inside the ship. Come on. You know what I mean? Don't get me started on that guy. It's terrible. I love Prometheus. The one with Harrison Ford's narration is comical. See, there's so many different versions. Some of Blade Runner effects were reused for the Escape from New York. Wow. Ah. Um, new game for Friday night. Guess what movies he hasn't seen? Apocalypse Now. Yeah, I haven't seen that one either. Honestly, I've not seen Apocalypse Now. I know. Liam said he came up with an idea. Me and Liam came up with an idea about a year ago of a podcast called "You Haven't Seen What?" and with a question mark. And I even had a font. It was going to be the Night of the Living Dead in green font, and it was going to be a podcast where we sit down and we talk about the film um, that I haven't seen. And we went through a list, and he's like, "Oh my god, we've got about 50 episodes here." And I'm like, "Yeah, haven't seen a lot." It is a good idea. It is a very good idea. It's just, like everything. I've got about 17 podcasts on the go. You should do that as a special episode, see how it goes. Oh, we could do it for SP. Yeah, that's a good idea. We could do it for that, actually. Yeah. Yeah, there's loads. There's loads. There's so many I've not seen, guys, honestly. I was only joking too. What about no, but that's a good idea. No, no, it's good. You're joking about the poltergeist coming to get me, or you're joking about a new Friday night segment. We can do that, you know. Okay, Paul is saying saw Blade Runner last year in the cinema. That apparently that the apparently good cut, and it did nothing for me. Sadly, that's the thing. You see, depends what you. Maybe is it depend what you watch first. So going back to Aliens, of course, you've got all three of the movies actually. You've got on the Blu-ray. You've got three different cuts. You've got director's cut, theatrical. You've got what's it called? What's the special for Aliens called? It's not director's cut. It's ah, is it director's cut for Aliens? Oh my god. Special edition. Special edition. Come on, I knew I'd get it. Special edition, and then Alien 3 is the assembly cut. Director's cut. Director's cut for the first one there is, yeah. Now, which one do you watch? Because I saw Alien 3 in the cinema and I love the theatrical, but the assembly cut has so much more, has 20 extra minutes, has a different ending, has a different middle, has a different reason for characters doing different things. So it's horses for courses. Depends what you prefer. I love now the special edition of Aliens. I prefer seeing the sentry guns. I love seeing the bit between Hicks and when they're saying what's your name, Ellen and Dwayne. It's like, oh my god, it's amazing. And the whole assembly cut is better for me. Yeah, 100%. And especially why you need the special edition of Aliens is you get Hicks and the Jordan family, you get Newt and the Jordan family go into the derelict. You don't get it in the theatrical. You don't see all that. That bit's amazing when they're going off and they find the derelict ship from the first Alien, and you two stay here while we go off and just get face hugged or whatever. That's amazing. That's amazing. So I get for different versions for different people. What's that? What we got? What are we missing here? Often depends on what we saw in early days and thus hold dear to our hearts. Yeah, that's right, mate. You're right. Sorry, I was too busy ranting to read your comment. Assembly cut is better for me. Special edition, that's right. Yeah. So I'll get round to it. Jeez, I'll get round to it. Knocking stuff. I'll get round to that. I haven't seen Apocalypse Now. Name another one. Name another one. I probably haven't seen it. I'll tell you what is interesting. Yeah. They Live and Brain Dead are both on YouTube for free. I've got them both upstairs. I'm just saying it's mad how they are on YouTube for free, and Army of Darkness, both versions. They're all on YouTube for free. They've just not been taken down. How cool is that? It's great sometimes. You're just like a bit bored. Put it on. You know what I mean? Great stuff. What have we got? Alien Director's Cut. After Close Encounters Director's Cut made me realize how much cool shit they cut from movies. Yeah. That's the thing. I love editing. So when it comes to editing, like like SP, or if I'm making a music video for a band, because I've done a few music videos in the past, I love editing. For me, it's the editing is the fun part. So having to cut things out must be really, really hard. Now, as someone who edits um, an awful lot, my absolute fear is that when I die, someone's going to edit a video clip of pictures of me and it's going to be fucking terrible. That's the only thing I dread. Imagine watching a really bad edit of somebody of pictures of bad collages, bad fade in and fades out. Come on. It's the worst fear when you're an editor. Yeah, man. Absolutely. What we got here? They live being free totally suits the movie's message. Exactly. Terminator as well. What, Terminator is on YouTube? Or oh, it is? Really? Wow. I used to sh- uh, shoot and edit music videos and plenty of weddings. Yeah, yeah. That's sometimes you got to do it for the pennies, man. What's going to happen now? YouTube says that. Yeah, yeah. I'm torn on The Exorcist. All I've ever known is the DC went to. It's the DC director's cut. Sorry, yeah. Went to see that at the cinema for its 50th the other year and came out thinking the theatrical is better. Well, yeah, that's another thing is the difference between if you got an embedded version in your brain of say I'm going to go back to Aliens again because it's the one I know the most. So you've got the theatrical stuck in your brain. When a clip from a director's cut comes on, you're like, whoa, don't don't get this. This is strange. This is weird. So it takes a lot to get it in synced into your brain. But because the special edition came out in '92, I think I'm at the point now where I can go, yeah, I think I prefer that one. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, have you seen Duel, Spielberg's? Oh, here you go. TM, have you seen Duel, Spielberg's 1971 first film? Yes, I have seen Duel. Sorry, just to destroy the run of have what you haven't seen, but yes, it's a great movie, and it's got the dinosaur roar that they use in Jaws, haven't they? At the end when it goes over. Spoilers from 1971. Wasn't even born. Goes over, and it's got the roar which he used for the fin in Aliens. Yeah. Lee says all I've ever watched in terms of Aliens is the special edition. Same with the Abyss. Now, the Abyss is a good fact, is a good point actually that Lee brings up because doesn't the special edition of the Abyss make absolute sense, whereas the theatrical doesn't make sense? Is that right? Because you don't see the. Is it something to do with the wave? Oh, it's been a while since I've seen it. There's definitely different points, um, different versions. Oh yeah, T2. I prefer the longest cut of that as well. I've only seen it a couple of times, and that's where they're trying to get the bullet out of his head, isn't it? And they could turn him off, and that's where I was going to say Hicks. It's not Hicks, is it? John, not John Connor. What's his name? Kyle Reese turns up, isn't it? Yeah, in the dream sequence. Yeah, I've only seen it a couple of times. I'm not. I'm used to theatrical when it comes to Terminator 2 because I've seen that one way more. I think. Yeah. So I suppose it's just what you see more, isn't it? I missed a couple of comments there. Um, the best special edition is usually the better version. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Don't. I might be wrong on this, but I've heard that if you watch The Abyss now on streaming, they've cut out the mice in the bowl, in the bag, in the water. They've cut it out. Uh, I might be wrong, but I think they've done that because animal cruelty people have just been like, no, you can't do that. All I gotta say about things like that is right. Things, stuff from way back. Yeah, they have cut that out. Yeah, Dr. Roswell says they have. He can confirm they've cut that out. Right, stuff from way back. Right, if it's offensive now, okay, all you need to do is put up a little disclaimer at the front and say this is of a certain time. Do not let this sway your blah 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 whatever. You know what I mean? But they don't. They're cutting scenes out of vital scenes out of movies for that. And they're doing it with other stuff as well. It's like certain. I get it for certain words and stuff like that, but just put up a disclaimer at the front and say this is of a certain time. It doesn't necessarily reflect how today's world is. There you go. But they don't. They're cutting scenes out of vital scenes out of movies. You know, it's unbelievable. They cut Beanie. Is that I can't remember. Is that the name of the thing? Yeah. To be honest, I didn't think it was a big deal. They cut it so quick, so you you rarely miss it. You don't really miss it. Okay, that fellow was a great actor. Who are we talking about here? Oh. Yeah, Lee said BBFC is still hard on it. I imported the 4K from the US and it's on that version, so it's a UK thing. Bloody hell, it's not good. Yeah. Who you saying is a great actor, dude? I'm not sure. Tarzan made me upset the other day on Disney. They cut the beginning where the parents dies. Why? Why would they cut that out? That seems a bit mad. Look at bloody any Pixar movie. The first 10 minutes, everyone's crying. You know what I mean? Pixar just know how to pull on the heartstrings right from the off. Look at Up. Your first 5 minutes of Up, you're just like, no. Beanie the Rat Fella. Is that what it's called? Wow. It's been a long while since I've seen The Abyss, to be honest. Great movie. Another one I love. Another James Cameron superb stuff. They do that with a lot of cartoons. Yeah. Um, Christ, Watership Down wouldn't even get seen now. They'd probably be like Watership Down credits. You know what I mean? God, that was a tough watch as a kid. Wow. That and the Transformers the movie. Oh, I was talking about it earlier about Transformers. When Transformers the movie came out, I was a scarred little boy. Yes, I was. Spoilers if you've not seen Transformers the movie from 1986. I got this. I've got the soundtrack for that. Absolutely superb. You know, got some absolute belters on there. What we got? You got the soundtrack for Watership Down. Wow, I don't even know what songs are on that. Yeah, the UK censors won't allow any animal cruelty. They cut the original Conan movie too. Wow. That's why we never got Cannibal Holocaust for years, because that's real animal cruelty. So yeah, crazy. I might be wrong on the Beanie name. Been a while, but great movie regardless. Yes, you're right. You're definitely right about the great movie. Superb stuff. Michael Bean again. Superb. And with a tash. You know what I mean? Classic 80s tash. When was Abyss? 88? 89? It's 80s, isn't it? I don't think it's 90s. I think it's 80s. Late 80s. Um, yeah. Good. Try and name another one that I've not seen. Go on. Don't say June. But they allowed a certain scene in Apocalypse Now. I don't know, mate. I've not seen it. I don't know. Never seen it. In fact, I bought it accidentally. Um, so years ago, I went to my old record store years ago from where I used to live back in Wales, and I bought the Pantera Vulgar Display of Power VHS. And I was in the car on the way home. My mum was driving me home, and I was like, "Yes!" Opened it up, and it was Apocalypse Now. I was like, "No!" So I had to go back and get it changed because I wanted Pantera, to be honest. So I did own Apocalypse Now for about 10 minutes, and then took it back. So yeah, but I've still never seen it. So there you go. So what we got here? They probably banned V for Vendetta soon too. Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably will. Have you seen Plague Dogs? No, not seen that. Seen Straw Dogs, but not Plague Dogs. They allowed that scene. Uh, they allowed that scene because of it being a religious fair or something to that effect. Is that from Apocalypse Now? Because you guys, you've lost me there. Maybe. Yeah. As long as it was vulgar display, you're forgiven. Yes. Although I don't agree with some future Anselmo antics, but Pantera Man back in the day, absolutely superb. I've not seen City of God. No, I haven't seen that one either. My mate of mine used to love. My mate Jay used to watch that. He used to love that one. Brazilian early 2000s movie. Yeah, I know about it, just never seen it. You got to watch Apocalypse Now. You mean I've got to watch Apocalypse Now or Apocalypse Now? You know what I mean? Like I'm going to go watch Apocalypse Now. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm trying to be funny. I'm trying my best. A must watch. Oh yeah, City of God is fire. Okay, it's another one on the list. So let me, I've got me Rabid Weasel's pen. So we've got Apocalypse Now. We've got Blade Runner. City of God. You probably hear me scribbling. So there's 3. Get to 6. See if we can get to 6. We'll see what we can get to. What we got here? What have I missed? Yeah. So if you're talking quotes from the movies, guys, I don't understand. I'll just sit here and read the comments. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Well, my light's staying on. So was it a faulty plug, or was it the spirits? I'm not sure. Yeah. Oh wow, City of God, aka Citadel de Deus. Nice. There you go. It's another one I got to check out. Definitely. All right then. Here's one for everyone else. It's always the spirits on Friday night. I think so. Yeah. So far, all good. Here's one. I know you've all probably seen it. Have you all seen The Frailty? Because people seem to forget that one. People seem to let that one go by, and that one is a Bill Paxton epic, superb movie. Directorial debut as well, and he stars in it. Yeah. You've not seen it? There you go. Got ya. Okay. So your mission, I've got a mission here. I've got Apocalypse Now, Blade Runner, City of God to watch. Dr. Roswell, your mission is to watch The Frailty. Now you'll have to probably find the physical media, because I don't think it's streaming anywhere. Tilla's seen it. Good man. Lisa's not seen it. Bill Paxton though. I should get it watched, mate. Yeah. Without giving anything away, it's a must watch. It's really good. I did do a video on it, but if you watch the video, then it's going to give the game away. So maybe don't watch my video on it until you've seen The Frailty. Is it The Frailty or Frail? I think it's just Frailty. Yeah. What we got here? Bill Paxton, absolute legend. R.I.P. TM City of God is non-horror by a stretch, but still. Oh, dude, earlier on, dude, we were talking about non-horror scores here. I've got loads. Like what have we got? All the Batmans, Bats to the Futures, American Beauty. I've got the score for that. That's an amazing score. Absolutely. Have you seen The Keep or Explorers? Explorers, the one with Ethan Hawke, where they go in their own homemade pod and they go up to a different, and they see the alien who's doing stand up. Is that The Explorers? If it is, then yes, and I love that. But I've not seen that since it came out. We're talking what, 30, 40 years maybe? Gotta be. The Keep. I'm sure I've seen The Keep. I'm sure I have. Which is the one with yeah, man, that's the one. Is The Keep with? No, I'm thinking of The Deep. No, I might not have seen The Keep. Which version of American Beauty you got? I will show you. The original Mondo, I think it is. If I can find it. Yeah, here we go. We got it. Okay. Oh no, it's a Real Gone Music one. I thought it was Mondo. There you go. Look at that. And now, if you've seen the film, you'll know what I'm on about. There you go. Front, back, track listings. This is a gatefold. Yeah. Vinyl's red and black, I think. Black with red splodge. Beautiful. Well, nice. And then the back, it's the camera lens. Superb. Great score. Very, very chilled out. If ever I want to be in a bit of a chill out mood, this is my go-to. That's what I go for. Don't know where I got this from. Didn't realise it was Real God Music though. That's a got a few of them. Return of Living Dead's. Got a few of them back in the. Oh, that's classy. Cheers, man. Yes, it is. Put that next to Aliens. Put it safe. Yeah. Speaking of aliens, a lot of people didn't like Covenant. I think I liked some of it, Covenant, but the score for Covenant is superb. Prometheus has got a great score as well, but Covenant score as well is superb. And the gatefold on Covenant, it's probably better than the movie, to be honest. But yeah, what have we got here? Tangerine Dream soundtrack, and right, okay, for the keep, yeah. The Keep is a Michael Mann horror from the 80s, shot in North Wales too. Really? Do you know whereabouts in North Wales, by any chance? I didn't know that, you know. My God, how did I not know that? Michael Mann, as in Heat Michael Mann. And we think in the same Michael Mann. Yeah, there's only one Michael Mann with two ends, isn't it? This is interesting. Let's have a look. The Keeper's a butchered. Damn shame we never got to see what it was intended. Oh, right, okay. That's weird. How have I not seen that? Miami Vice, Michael Mann for me. Yeah, cool. Covenant, that scene early on where they were at them solar sails and the alien theme plays. Yeah, it's great. Superb. Yeah, that's a great bit. I love it. I think that's what they did with Romulus and Covenant, is they added a little bit of Jerry Goldsmith in there, and for me that's just like, it's gold. Jerry Goldsmith, man. One of my favourites of his is Poltergeist All the Way. Man has totally disowned the release version too. Wow. I can't believe I've not seen it. The Keep. I'm interested to find out where it was filmed. I'll tell you why in a sec once I know, guys. It'll be interesting to find that out. If you know. If you can find out. Sunshine is a great soundtrack too. I don't own that. That's a great movie. Sunshine with the Danny Boyle. Yeah, that's a great movie. Love that. Haven't seen that in a while. That's a great movie. Haven't heard the score for it for a long time. I don't know if that's been released on vinyl actually. Body Bags, John Carpenter. Come on now. Of course, I love it. That's on YouTube for free as well. Another one that's on YouTube. In pretty good definition as well. It's a mine in Flintshire-ish, but I think it's still in use. Well, that's interesting, because that's where I come from. That's right, I'm from North Wales. I'm from a little tiny town called Llandudno, which is ain't that far away. And Flint, or Flintshire, is over there, because I'm not far away from it. So that's interesting. I didn't know that. Wow. There you go. What are we looking here? Body Bags. I love Body Bags. You know, people rag on it. The first scene, the garage one, superb. And the throwbacks. You've got Sam Raimi's the attendant in the thing, and the name tags, everything. Wes Craven pops up. Oh, yeah, I love that first one. I like all three of them, to be honest. Mark Hamill and Stacy Keach. And of course, JC being hamming it up for the camera, being a cadaver. What's not to love about Body Bags? We need a vinyl release of Body Bags. I've got a 7-inch in my collection that came from the anthology release, which Liam gave me because he wasn't fussed about it. And it doesn't sound great, to be honest, but I've got it because it's Body Bags. But yeah, we need a proper vinyl release for that. What have I missing here? It's just down the road from you, bro. It literally is, yeah. Yeah, and I thought I'd dangle that carrot for you. Cheeky bugger. Yeah, there you go. I got Alien Romulus from Mutant. That one is my ultimate go if I'm in the mood. If I'm in the mood, yeah, totally. I've been, I've been through Llandudno in 1997, mate. Wow, that's a while ago. Yeah, man, it's a very small town. You'll be able to watch the keep now and be able to recognise the area. Oh, I'm like that when I watch Dead Man's Shoes, shot 50 minutes down the road from where I live. Oh, Dead Man's Shoes is an incredible movie. I love that movie. Did you ever hear of Porn Holocaust? No. Yeah, Dr. Roswell saying Dead Man's Shoes. Yeah, Dead Man's Shoes is an incredible Shane Meadows movie. He's done a lot of great movies, but Dead Man's Shoes is great, especially. See that? You're there. I'll get in the car and fuck off. So good. Don't mention the elephant. Yeah, smash me lamp. I love Dead Man's Shoes. I've got the comic book. Have you ever seen the comic book for Dead Man's Shoes? Have you ever seen it? Do you want to see it? Does anyone want to see the comic book for Dead Man's Shoes? Yeah, that scene is just so good. Yeah. Yeah, don't mention the elephant. Oh, I love it, man. The mask of the pit. When you look, amazing. Absolutely amazing movie. Dead Man's Shoes. Now that's a great soundtrack. Do you know what? I don't think I've ever heard it. God, Death Watch released from it, but there is no way to get the movie. It's been lost. Really? So how am I gonna? So are we talking the keep? So it's basically the butchered version is out there. Is that the only one I'm going to be able to see? Is that what we're saying for the keep? I can't believe I didn't know anything about it. I filmed down the bloody road from my house. You know what I mean? I've lived near it. I've lived closer to it than where I am now. That's insane. Wow. Um, Demo shoot, yeah. Got a Death Waltz release. Get the comic book out. Never seen it. Yeah. So the butchered version is the theatrical release. Okay. I will send you a pic tomorrow. It's a fun score though. Right. Cheers, buddy. Yeah. You send me that. Right. I'm going to get the comic book out. I think it's up there. I hope it's up there. Let me check. No, it's not up here. Oh, I thought it was up here. Right. Oh, right. Sorry, guys. The book must be in my loft. I thought it was up there. I've got a row of amazing books up there, like Crystal Lake. You know what I mean? Things like that. Return of the Dead and stuff like that. Big aliens books and stuff. But I thought it was up there, but it must be up in the loft. So sorry, guys. I will, Lee. Send us a message on the SP Insta, and I'll send you a pic over if you can find it. It's a little tiny little comic book about yay big, and it's for some reason it goes for silly money. And my mate Jay gave me a copy, and I was just like, oh my god, amazing! And it's really sort of rough drawn artwork sort of thing. It's really scratchy sort of thing. So the artwork isn't amazing, but it's the comic book version of the story plus other bits. So, but yeah, sorry, it's not gettable. Okay, lights out in three, two, one. Bugger off, you guys! Come on. Oh, you mean that I'm turning him out? Oh yeah. Imagine if. Oh, imagine it. Especially when I'm up there. Bloody hell. Fall and cut my head open. Paramount cut is long. Paramount cut a longer 2 hour version. At the time, they didn't hold on to the cut footage. So unless someone comes across a crappy, low quality VHS from the dailies hidden in a vault and marked somewhere, it's gone. Shame, man. Shame. Um, I think there's a bit of the comic on the DVD. Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh, yeah, Event Horizon. That's another one where the actual the foot the scenes. You know the scenes we're talking about in Event Horizon. There's still pictures of it, and if you look at it, it's like, wow, that is full on. You do see clips, don't you? But yeah, BBFC were like, nope. And I think they did it in America as well. They trimmed that down, unbelievable. I'm nearly out of beer, guys. I don't know whether to. What do you want to do? Do you want to keep going? I can keep going. I'm on holiday. I got 2 weeks off. We can wrap it up, or we can keep going. We want to carry on talking about movies. I got 4 in my list. I need 2 more. Give me some more films that I've not seen. Let's do it. Loving this. This is great. Give me another one. Go on. They're re-releasing The Keep on 4K soon, but it's still the short version. Is it one of them things where we'll never ever, it's like the Friday 13th Part 7, The New Blood. There's that. There's so much more. Like the dad comes out and grabs Jason, doesn't he? And he's more zombified, but they never did it. They didn't. I don't think they even filmed it. But things like that. There's loads of more gore and stuff like that. It's just been taken out. Yeah. So what we got here? So Ed Wood is brilliant. I've seen it, but long time ago. So it's not doesn't make my list, unfortunately. I've still got music blazing from that nearby market. So please keep me sane. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. Didn't ever get that as far as BBC Suites as Paramount cut even Horizon as well. Wow. They just cut everything, don't they? So you have different colour. There you go. Back to black. Yeah. Dangerous Animals, new shark movie. I've seen something about it, but no. Have you seen Kill List or Bull? You seen Kill List? I've not seen Bull. To be honest, I'm not gonna. In case people haven't seen Kill List, I'm not gonna describe it too much. But you know the ending, yeah. I saw that coming a mile away. I don't know why. I knew that what was gonna happen happened, and because of that, it annoyed me. It wound me up because I'm like, I can see this coming a mile off. I even you know what I mean? Even through that the telly, I was like, come on. But did any people who've seen Kill List? Did you know it? Because I seem to be the only one who's picked up on that. As in, like before, it's like watching Sixth Sense and knowing what the ending is, knowing what the surprise is, the twist, without saying it in case people haven't seen it. Although it's from 1997. Is it from 97, Sixth Sense? That's another great score. Wow. I've got that on vinyl. That's a beautiful score. Um, no way. It took me 3 watches to suss out what's happening. Really? I don't know why, but it was. I saw Kill List for the first time a few weeks back. Lee, what did you think of it? Because I loved it, but because I guessed the ending, it wound me up, and I can't watch it again. It annoyed me because I don't know why how I figured that out because I've watched films with even less, not even as smart of a type ending, and I haven't got it. That's what baffles me. There's stuff that is blaring you in the face in movies, and I'm like, no, I didn't even. Here you go. I've got an example, right? For the ending of Kill List, yeah. Oh, did I figure out why it was happening though? It's been a while since I've seen it, so I'm not sure. You might have to message me privately on that because if people haven't seen it, uh, don't want to spoil it on here. But yeah, Okay, here you go. I figured out Kill List, the ending. I figured out the ending of that, and when it came to um, Covenant, yeah, I didn't realize that Walter and David had swapped until it was obvious and they made a point of it. And I was like, oh yeah, the most obvious switch ever. And I didn't even pick up on that, but I figured out the end of Kill List. I don't know. The meaning behind it all, it's been a long time since I've seen it, so possibly. Me neither. Well, there you go. Yeah, because when Covenant came out, everyone was like, "Well, we saw that coming a mile off." Did you? I didn't. I didn't see it. I don't know what you're on about. Oh, I'm loving this beer. It's absolutely wow. The Walter David thing I got straight away. Exactly. That's my point. It's dead obvious and it's dead easy to see it. But I was like, oh, they switched. Oh, I didn't realize. Honestly, I don't. I don't get it. I don't know. I'm not the quickest of pens in the pencil case sometimes, but for some things I get. I didn't get Sixth Sense at all. A lot of people didn't. I get it. What was your? There you go. Tilla's asking me, what was your biggest disappointment movie that you can think about but love the score? Oh, oh, me and Liam talk about this often. Okay, the score and a movie kind of go hand in hand. So, um, oh no, I don't want it changing. Yellow. Okay, feeling yellow today. Um, they go hand in hand. So if I love the movie, I'll love the score because it's the whole package. If I don't think much of the movie, then I probably won't get the score. No, because to me, putting on the record and sitting there and looking at the album cover while of a movie score now is taking me mentally back into the movie or reminiscing about it or loving the scenes and stuff like that. So if there's a film I don't like, I don't do it. Now, there you go. Good example. Alien Earth. I love the show. Wasn't impressed with the score. It didn't wow me. In fact, it did. It tried to do what James Horner did with the horns, and it goes bim 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 bim. It tries to do it, and it's not done as well, in my opinion. So that's apparently coming out by Mondo. So I won't be getting that. One, because it's Mondo, and two, because it didn't grab me, and I've watched it twice now. I've watched two episodes twice, and yeah, I probably won't get that. So that's your answer, is probably Alien Earth. I feel the same. Music and movies go hand in hand. I think so. You're right. For me, Steve Jablonski's Dragon's War. I've not seen it. It's a great question to be honest. That is a great question, dude. Roswell, you ain't dumb. You're just like me. We just don't get it all the time. That's all it is. It's fine. A lot of people say that with the music, they don't think it was placed right. Oh well, that's the first I've heard of that. But yeah, no, the music overall was good. It's just when they did those stabs, the James Horner stabs, it fell off for me. It was like, oh, I know what you're trying to do there, but you're not doing it as well as James Horner. R.I.P. Another one we've lost. Yeah, so yeah, Alien Earth. I probably wouldn't get it. One, because Mondo, and two, because it just didn't grab. It just didn't grab, which is mad because I own every alien stuff you can think of here. I've got majority of them. The only thing I don't have is Prometheus, because I I bought the Prometheus one, the nice silver foil vinyl, putting it on, and then put it on one day, and then looked again and went, I've got two C and D's here. I literally had two C and D's, so they said I'll send it back. So they sent it back, and then they messaged me. He's like, "Oh, sorry, I haven't got any more. We'll just refund you." So I haven't bought it back, but I will buy it. There's the Mondo version when Mondo was Mondo, and then you've got that foil one. So I'll try and get either. Be good to get the Mondo one because then it'd be matching with the rest. For me, it's Social Network, Mare movie, but a great score. See, I didn't mind the movie. Again, it's not something I would go back to, and I don't really remember what the score was like. So that's something I might have to give Social Network. I'll give that score. Let's put that down. Social Network. It's available on blue vinyl in the foil package, I think. Yes, that's rightly. They did re-release it in a yellow, and I thought that colour just does not fit at all. Yeah, to go with the aesthetic of my microphone. Yeah, they really released it on yellow, and I thought that's a bit of a weird choice. But yeah, it was the foil one is the one I had. I do like that one. It's really nice. Nice poster as well, and gatefold that come with it. Strongly disagree. Love Social Network score. I need to hear it. Yeah. My first ever record has side 2 labels on both sides. So is it? I've got an Anthrax record like that. There's two. Both of them say side B on both of them. Or was it supposed to say that because it's Attack of the Killer Bees? Don't know. But is it this? Is it the same? Is it the right record but with just wrong labels, or is it? Is it two records with two? Have you got the same like two sides? Tell you what, I do have a double of. I don't know where they are actually. I've got two cat hair on the bloody shoulder. I've got the score to Unbreakable by Waxwork, and my first set was it sounded terrible. Yeah, correct pressing, just mislabeled. That's okay then. That's kind of okay-ish. More collectible. So I had I've got the Unbreakable score. When I got it, it sounded really, really bad. And I'm not one of these people to complain. So back to these record labels like, oh, the pops and the cracks because it's vinyl and this is you know what I mean? It's not going to be perfect. But it really sounded quite poor. So I got in touch with customer service, and to be fair, they sent us out two new ones. Now they just sent out two new records, didn't send another jacket. And then I realised that my needle was on the verge of snapping, so it wasn't the records. So I do have two, an A and a B, C and D of Unbreakable without a cover. If anybody's interested, let me know. Roxanne. The police Outlanders Demore. Wow. Guys are burning up the chat, man. I don't even know what you guys are talking about anymore. It's all good. It's all good. Oh, it's Friday. I'm loving it. Do you have any game vinyls at all? Ooh, yes, I've got one. I want more than one, but I've only got one. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for this? You're going to be blasted back in time now. Where the hell is it? There it is. Are you ready for this? It is Abe's Odd World. Do you remember it? Do you remember how good this game was? Not this one. This is a new game, yeah? But do you remember Abe's Odyssey? Yeah. OMG is right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's an amazing game. The first game is incredible. Even the one later on was good as well. Now this, right, is the new this is the newer game. But it comes with elements of the original PS1 game score, and talk about sent back in time nostalgia trip. Amazing. What's this? Man points going through the roof. Yeah, man. Look at this. Look. How nice is that? It's on black vinyl. There is a colour version out there. I've never been that fussed to get the colour version, to be honest. I've never really looked for it, but it's a fold out. Yeah. Oh, there's not just a fold out. Look at this. Really? Oh my god. So you get a poster. Yeah. Look at that. The other side, though. That's the money shot. You ready? Okay. Remember the original PS1 game we were all talking about just a second ago? Yeah? Holy shit. How nice is that? But didn't think you'd be seeing an Abe's Odyssey vinyl on SP on the weekend, did you? Black Screen Records is who it's by, if you want to look for it. Black Screen Records there. Oddworld Inhabitants. The first, here you go. Here you go. Tracks 1, 2, 4, 7, 11, remixed and remastered from the original Oddworld Abe's Odyssey soundtrack. And then tracks 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, and 12, and 13 are from Oddworld's New and Tasty, which I've not played. But when it comes on, dudes, guys and gals, wow. It's just sent back in time. I loved that on the PS1. Absolute. What a game. What a game. It's the only game. That and Tomb Raider was one of the early ones that I finished. Side 1. Side 2. And it's thick. You know what I mean? And a mark on it. I don't know where I got this. I can't remember. But yeah, look out for it, guys. Look out for the colour version. I don't know if they've released any more, but Rupture Farms, man. That opening scene. So good. Such a good game. Absolutely. So yeah, Abe's Odyssey, man. That's the only game soundtrack I have. Hello, are you coming to say hello? Come on. No, don't want to know. Cat's uninterested. Yeah, let's go back. I probably missed 1,000 things here. Let's have a look here. Abe was bloody hard on PS1. Yeah. Mortal Kombat. Oh, I wish I had that score if it was released. It's a fold out as well. Anyone know the Last of Us game and score? No, I've never played the game or seen the TV show. And a poster. Silent Hill 2 is great by Old Mondo. As long as it's Old Mondo, both fantastic. Oh, you got the score for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. Looking forward to that Hellraiser one as well. More of the music than playing the game. Not much of a gamer these days. You know what? Same. I've got the vinyl for Outrun. Oh my god, Space Harrier from the 80s. That's nice. They're so expensive. Yeah, that's the thing. Is that they're not cheap games. They're not cheap. I missed one comment then I wanted to talk about. What was it? Yeah, the same. I'm not much of a gamer now. Um, I don't have the time. I feel like I could be doing better things with my time, so I don't do it. But I've kept all my consoles. I've kept everything from the NES up to the 360. You know, I've kept all my consoles. I've kept all my games in my loft. I've got a row of just like Mega Drive games, SNES games, games to the GameCube and stuff like that. You know, although I don't have a PS1 anymore. I don't have that anymore. But it wasn't a PS1 when I was a kid. It was a PlayStation because it was the only one there was. So yeah, I'm showing me age there. So there you go. Mortal Kombat film score has been released. Oh right, okay. By the film, I thought you meant the game, right? On Vares, on picture disc, I think it was an RSD release, and the arcade game scores for Enjoy the Ride. Oh, so they have done the Enjoy the Ride, did the game. Oh God, I spent so many hours playing that. The blood version and the non-blood version, because they had both in the arcade. So good. Mad times, man. When I was a kid, we could the last year of high school, we were allowed to leave at lunchtime, so we would go to the local national milk bars, and I'd pick up 2 sausage rolls every single day, so unhealthy. And then I'd go and I'd put 10p, I'd sink 10p into Aliens and go as far as I could. Solid game, the arcade game. I've got an emulator of that in the loft. And what I would do is I'd play Mercs. I love Mercs. I'd play Mortal Kombat. I'd play The Simpsons with a classic four, massive, huge thing, like, you know what I mean, with a four-player thing like that. Turtles in Time on the big, massive thing as well. But the best game for me was Bonanza Brothers. I loved that game. I'd put 10p in it, and I could get from I'd race from school to get the sausage rolls. I'd race to the arcade next door. I'd put 10p in Bonanza Brothers, and we could play the whole game and finish it on 10p. Now, I played it not long ago on Mega Drive or whatever it was. I've got it on. Is it Mega Drive? Yeah. I couldn't get past first level. All those hours of like I could play the whole game on 10p, and now I couldn't. I can't even finish it. Yeah, Dr. Roswell knows what I'm on about. Bonanza Brothers was amazing. It was so good. I loved what they did with Bonanza Brothers. Was they were they weren't they couldn't have like they couldn't glorify robbers like, you know, burglars. So they were like, oh, you're getting this back for us to help you and something. I mean, they changed the story. It was like, come on, yeah, I mean, reflexes slowing down. Yeah, man, 100%. You know, I watch my kids play stuff, and it's just like, you know, they're fast with their fingers, and I'm like, what the hell? I can drum fast for my band, but if you ask me to do something fast with my fingers like that, you know what I mean? That's it. Yeah, it is. Dude, I'm nearly 50. Come on, I'm 2 years off 50. You know, I might not have any hair, but you know, I got some here anyway. Anyway, so there you go. Put me down a rabbit hole when we're talking about old games, man. Absolutely. I was gonna get my beer. Left my beer over here. Here we go. Beer number 2. Superb, man. I'm loving these lives. I'm well up for doing them more often. Definitely. If you guys are up for it, then yeah, man, we'll keep doing them. I'm not sure if I can do next Friday because I think I'm going away because I'm on holiday. I'm going away, so I won't be able to do it from where I am. But I will definitely carry on doing these. Superb. What you guys need to do is throw me some topics to speak to on the old SP Instagram. That would be good. If you can throw some topics on there, because I come up with a few myself. But if you guys can throw stuff at me, or you know, we still need 1, 2, 3, 4. Need 2 more films I've not seen to make it 6. Hit me with some more. Come on. Gimme. There's got to be something out there. One down. One more to go. Oh, it's dripping, man. 50 is the new 20, mate. This is what I keep saying to myself. Yeah. When we had days on our hands, we were quicker than our eyes. Now it's opposite. Yeah, see, I find that as well, is that, you know, a lot of my mates are still gamers, and hats off to them if they are. But I I love sitting here, right? My chair normally is right here. I'm on the end of a long table. This is where I'm filming this, against the back wall. But my chair is here, and normally the curtains are open, the sun's shining through. I've got a score playing on there. Just nothing better. My time now is spent spinning records, and either it would be metal, it would be hardcore, or a score. You know, I love doing that. You know, I mean, obviously, we've all got your jobs you have to do around the house and stuff like that, you know, and all that. But I feel like if I'm gonna sink 4 hours into a video game, but the problem is, and you guys will relate about this. Back when you could play a video game, I used to play Bounty Hunter on the GameCube. Yeah, Star Wars Bounty Hunter, Jango Fett. Love that game. Absolutely love that game. I remember I used to get in from work, finish late, kids are in bed, asleep. Yeah, this is a long time ago. It's when it came out in 2002, right? And I'd start playing Bounty Hunter because I loved it that much, right? And then I'd play and I'd be like, oh, next level, keep going, go for a week, come back, keep going. I'd look and the sun's coming up and I'd be like, oh shit. I'd look and I'd be like, I've been doing this for 7 hours. And it felt like that. Madness. Absolute mad. I mean, at the time, cool, you know, but then I'd suffer the next day because, you know, luckily I was a lot younger then and you could just get up and bounce and just keep going, wouldn't you? But I couldn't do that now. You know, I mean, I'm up late now because we're doing the live and, you know, I'm on holiday or whatever. And I've been doing the late shift. So when I'm on the late shift, I'm a bit of a night owl and I'm up anyway. But normally, get to like midnight, I'm like, I'm gone. Stay up all night and play games, man. I just don't find the time anymore. That's the thing. I just don't find the time. Oculus and Hush from Flanagan. I've seen Hush. I have seen Hush. I've not seen Oculus. Is that from Flanagan? Is it? Okay, Oculus. Another one. That's 4. That's 5. Oculus. I've seen Hush. That's with his wife, isn't it? She's deaf in the movie. Yeah, because that's his wife who's in. She's in everything, isn't she? Well, they're all kind of what's named, aren't they? He uses the same sort of people. Um, oh my god, listen to this. Okay, yeah, and the games were a lot harder then. You get a lot more bang for your buck on one disc. The games a bit what's named now? They're a bit easy. They're a bit completable, dead easy. Back in the day, me and my mate played Driver on the PS for 19 hours straight. Wow. I've got Resident Evil story if you want to hear my Resident Evil story. If you want. If you want that. I'm still playing sometimes Apex Legends with my wife, but she's more obsessed than me now. Brilliant. Excellent. Um, I loved Resident Evil when it came out. It was the first thing ever, wasn't it? It was the first real zombie type movie. And in Resident Evil, you had obviously them shuffling towards you, and you pulled out the, you know, you know what I mean. Lee, I couldn't get out of the parking garage on Driver. Brilliant, amazing. Uh, Something Evil by Spielberg in '72. He did that before June, I think, and it's a horror too. Wow, I'll have to look into that. Yeah, so Resident Evil was amazing, but didn't get very far in it because never complete it. Um, so, but Resident Evil 2 came out, and for some reason, I really gravitated towards Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2 um, was amazing. I think I completed that one. I actually did do that one. So I've got an amazing story, right? So I'm thank God for cheat codes. What about Hunk? Do you remember Hunk on Resident Evil 2? Oh my God, that was so good. Yeah, that was so hard. Absolute solid. Anyway, Resident Evil 2, right? So I was brought up um, youngest child of 3, yeah? Older brother, older sister, and me. My dad never swore. My dad, still to this day, you know, he doesn't swear, right? He was brought up not to swear, and we couldn't swear in our house when we were younger. Don't really swear around him now. I say the odd thing here and there, and he doesn't bat an eyelid. But I'm thinking, you know what I mean? Ooh, bloody hell. You know what I mean? It's like you just don't swear in front of me, Dad. He just didn't do it. It wasn't because he was like super religious or anything like that. He just didn't like it, and he was just like he'd give you the look, you know, and you'd be like, oh, you know, when you've done okay. So so that was how it was in my house, yeah. So then I'm playing Resident Evil 2, and my mate Ron. Shout out to my mate Ron, singer in my band. He came around to mine because we both love Resident Evil 2, absolutely loved it. And he'd sit there and he'd play on the PS, and we'd play it for hours. We'd play it at my mate's house and we'd bring it over. We'd bring actual PlayStations to our friend's house and play them there. So then we're playing Resident Evil 2 in my bedroom, right? Bear in mind, my bedroom was upstairs. Small bedroom at the front of the house. My mum and dad's room was next door, okay? In Resident Evil 2, do you remember the giant crocodile with the air tank in its mouth, basically Jaws? Do you remember that? Yeah, remember that scene? And it's coming towards you. It comes out and it comes crashing down, and you're like, "Oh my God!" And you're getting your guns out and you're putting them away, and you're just spinning around, and you know what I mean? And you're shooting at it, yeah. And it's going off, and but it's not doing it. You need the Magnum. So Ron is sat next to me, And we're all going, because we're panicking. It's like, oh my God, the crocodile's getting, it's massive, isn't it? It's a massive crocodile and it's coming towards you, right? Yeah, I don't know. Ron will love this story if he's watching this or he gets to watch it, right? He literally went, my mate Ron went, use the fucking Magnum, use the fucking Magnum at the top of his voice. And we did it. He got the Magnum out, shot the thing, smile, you son of a, crocodile's done. End the level. Yeah? We were like, whoa, done it. Next minute, I got my name called from next door. I looked at Ron and Ron looked at me and it was like, and he's like, oh no. He's thinking, oh my God. And I'm thinking, oh my God. I pop next door and he goes, tell your friend to mind his language. Okay. Yeah. Amazing. That every time I think of Resident Evil 2, it's use the fucking Magnum. That is it. Use the fucking Magnum. Oh, what have I missed here? Let's have a go. Oh my God, let's go back. Okay. Yeah, I would love Resident Evil Village. Good shout. Just haven't got time to play it, but yeah, Resident Evil games are they're amazing. The director of Weapons, is making a new Resident Evil movie. Really? Anyone undressed Lara Croft on the PS back then? Was that a thing? Were you mentally with your mind, or could you actually do it? I don't know. I should go. I should go to sleep. Yeah. It is pretty late. I tell you, it's pretty late. I locked the butler in the freezer on Tomb Raider 2. Who didn't? We all did that. You locked him in and just left him to it. He's probably still there now. I remember that. Magnum. Yeah, classic. Yeah, Resident Evil 2 was great. We could go around the house, the mansion before you went off, and then you had the dinosaur in the thing. Now Resident Evil 2. Butler, that's Tomb Raider, isn't it? Am I getting confused here? Tomb Raider 2, sorry, yeah. I said Resident Evil 2. Yeah, Tomb Raider, yeah. I love Tomb Raider. It was amazing. At the time it was a game changer because I was used to 2D scrollers like most of us were. You had Sonic, you had Mario, you had other games like that. And then Tomb Raiders, you could go into the water and then under a tunnel and go around corners. That was it. That was mind blowing. Absolutely mind blowing. I sound like an old fart. Kids don't remember it, but you know what I mean. That's how it was. That's how it was, man. Superb, man. Superb. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need one more movie to make 6. Have you seen Old Boy or Day Watch or Night Watch? There you go. Old Boy. Not seen Old Boy. Not seen Old Boy. I'll write it down. It's one of them ones. Yeah, man, we are old farts. 100% we are. Oh, I mean, we're really old. I've seen Day Watch or Night Watch. My mate Leon from Bath showed me the cheat. Yeah, brilliant. There's a cheat for that. Is that on the actual PlayStation? That's insane. Wow. Yeah, amazing. Can't believe we're here talking about like horror records and now we're talking about PlayStation games. I love it. I love it. Go off on a tangent. Talk about anything you like. I do. I say vinyl talk when we start, but to be honest, I can talk about anything. Watch the original Old Boy, not the terrible Spike Lee remake. I heard there was a remake. Yeah, nah, no. Always go with the original, isn't it? That's another topic for discussion. Remakes. Best remake, worst remake. Things that didn't need to be remade, shall we say. Speak English. As soon as I do speak it, I might as well speak it right. I like Dawn of the Dead remake. Yep, throwing that out there right now. We're ad-libbing, ain't we? Yeah, we are, man. We are ad-libbing. And you know what? I say vinyl talk. Maybe we should change it to other stuff. Just general. Psycho didn't need a remake. I went to the cinema to watch that. That was absolutely shot for shot pointless. The only difference is he's behind the wall giving it a tug, isn't it? I don't think that's in the original. I can't remember for the life of me if it is, but I don't think it is. But why do a shot for shot remake? It's absolutely pointless. It was crap, and Vince Vaughn is nowhere near a no. Vince Vaughn is nowhere near a Anthony Perkins. Sorry, that's just whoa. I was like, come on, yeah. No, he's nowhere near. I mean, I'm not the right person for starters, is he? Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake, Halloween remake. Which Texas Chainsaw do you mean? They remade it. Oh yeah, the remake from 2001 or 2002. There was a slew of them in around that time, wasn't there? Yeah. I have seen the first one, but there was the beginning, and then there was another one. There was another one. There was a 3D one. I haven't seen half of them, to be honest. I'm really behind on me Texas Chainsaws. Halloween remake, as in the 2018. Is that what you mean, Doctor Roswell? 2018 remake. Psycho didn't need a remake. Yeah, that's right. Old Boy's the totally pointless remake. Jessica Biel made it watchable, to be honest. Yeah, the Rob Zombie one, of course. Yeah, I forgot all about that. Do you know what? I liked some of it. Tell a lie. I didn't mind the Rob Zombie remake because it went different. It did it differently. He did baby teenager, which was a different. I didn't mind it. Yeah. And then the third half was basically your Halloween remake. So yeah, I don't mind it. Although I've not seen it for a long time, but I actually don't mind that one. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of the second one. Um, yeah, yeah, wasn't a fan of the second one. Basically, that is just it was a bit wild, wasn't it? She's picturing, she's Laurie Strode is seeing images of the white horse and her mum. She doesn't know what mum looks like apart from pictures because she was a baby, but she's there. I don't know. Second one, man. Yeah. What you got there? If you haven't seen The Mouth of Madness yet, amazing copy of film. Do you know what, mate? When me and Liam did Prince of Darkness, we said that was on my list. So Mouth of Madness is there. Yeah, I need to see that because I'm surprised I haven't seen. I hadn't seen Prince of Darkness till last year. I don't know why I'm just not seeing these movies. I don't understand. I don't understand what it is. I don't know. I'm shit, and that's basically it. Um, need to see that. Yeah, he did go full on. Totally did when it came to the Rob Zombie one. Yeah, very loud and very violent film. Lee saying that's right. Bit overly, bit. I don't know. Yeah, when Richard breaks in the car, that's a bad like that. That's awful. That's like, yeah, that's rough. It's rough to watch. Even though it's not real, but it's like, oh my god, that's rough. And I forget we went to HorrorCon a couple of years ago, and we stood there waiting around. And I think we're waiting to see to Liam was going to get Clive Barker, not Clive Barker, Head Cenobite. What's his name? Um, him, the main Pinhead. What's his name? Oh my god, my mind's gone completely out of my head. Do I have to pull the record out, or can someone help me before I have to pull the record out? Anyway, we were waiting to queue up and see him, and Richard Brake just walks past like that, and Liam goes, "You're Richard Brake," and he goes, "Yes, I am." It was amazing. I wish I caught it on camera. It was such a good moment. It's like, "You're Richard Brake, dead casual. You're Richard Brake," and he was like, "Yes, I am." It was so good. Oh, HorrorCon. Oh, I miss going to HorrorCon. Anyone doing not HorrorCon? Anyone doing For Love of Horror this year? Unfortunately, I was going to go Sunday and waited till payday and then forgot and then went to get my ticket, sold out. Liam won't be going because he'll be in he'll be in Florida. So yeah. Gutted. So I'm not going to be able to go. Shame because I was going to meet up with a load of people and chat horror and stuff like that. But if I'm not there, I'm not there. It's not much. Unless any tickets come available, then yeah, Doug Bradley. Thank you, Dr. Roswell. Doug Bradley. Thank you. Doug, someone was all I needed to respark that in my mind. So there you go. Are you going? Yeah. Well, enjoy it, because I ain't going. Brad Dourif is a masterclass in acting uh, when he discovers Annie's body. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Yeah, oh, yeah. Is that in the second one? Or was it the first one? No, second one. Jamie Lloyd, isn't it? Not Jamie Lloyd. Oh God, I'm terrible with names tonight. What's going on? What's the name? Danielle Harris. Thank you. Yeah, Danielle Harris. Amazing. Yeah, second one. I gotta go to sleep, guys. Yep. Thanks for the laughs and have a great stream. Dr. Roswell, my man, thank you so much for being on right from the beginning as well. Thanks for chatting with us. Been great. We're probably gonna wrap it up, guys, soon because I don't. Oh wow, 25 to 1. I just yeah. I'll just. Do you know why Oh Jesus. Do you know why I'm looking at me Back to the Future clock? Love it. Yeah. Wow, I didn't realize it was that late. That's time is flying. So yeah, we'll wrap up, guys, soon. Wrap up. I think I've got 6 films to watch here: Apocalypse Now, Blade Runner, City of God, The Keep, Oculus, and oh, there's more than 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's about 8. Old Boy and Mouth of Madness. So I've got yeah. Good shout to. What's we got here? 25 to 2 for me. Wow. 25 to 2. God, even further ahead. Yeah, good shout. I started my day at 5:20 in the AM. Ooh, I don't know when I don't know how I'm not flagging, to be honest. Lead, man. Jesus. 20 past 5. Wow. That's insane. All right, guys. Well, we'll wrap it up. Thank you so much for coming on. Watch it back for hilarity. I'm sure it will be. And we'll definitely do this again. And everyone I've said message me about stuff. Message me. We'll talk about bits that we couldn't talk about on the stream, and I'll definitely get some shots of that comic book for you to have a look at. Yeah, excellent, guys. Well, thanks everybody. I'm gonna carry on drinking a beer. We've got a bit more time left, so I'm gonna spin some records. I think I'm gonna spin some vinyl. Any Doug Bradley? That's the one. Good man. Any suggestions for records to spin before we go? Does anybody want to suggest a score or a band? And I'll happily spin it. Great fun, everyone. Yeah, it is, man. Great fun. Lights out in 3, 2. Stop it. Stop it with the lights out. All right. Yeah. I can't reach the button, otherwise I'd try and trick you. Hellbound Heroes 2. I haven't got the score. Got the first one, though. Got the first Hellraiser. The Mondo Classic with the black vinyl with the beautiful inner labels with the puzzle box on the. I'm up for Love Horror on the Sunday. Done the same. Got one of the 2. Look at loads. I'm going up for the sale at the minute, man. Oh right, Twickets. Oh right, so that's where you can get a resale. Might look into that. Paul, I might look into that because I really want to go on the Sunday. There's no one I want to meet, but I just love going. I love hanging out with you guys. You know, people who go. Our favorite, The Fog. There you go. Ooh, which version? No, I'll decide that. Don't worry. Yeah. I'll look at that. I'll see if I can see if there's anyone put any tickets back up, or look on the website and see if there's any more. But I'll let you know. Yeah. Good shout. Good shout out to see us with The Fog. Definitely. Definitely. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming on again. Let's do it again. Maybe Friday night, maybe a Saturday night. I don't know. Let's just see where the world takes us. Let's see where we go. Right. Gonna sign off. Cheers to everybody. Have a good one. Have a great weekend, because the weekend is upon us, and I'll chat to you all real soon. Okay, guys, take it easy. Much love, everybody. That's right. Thanks, everybody. Everyone who's coming on. Love it. Appreciate it. No ghosts this time either. All right, guys. Gonna go. Cheers. Nice one.